And welcome to a Kings of Pop Culture special. We still haven't returned to the episodic formula, episodic formula yet because we're still just transitioning back. But this is a special, and in this one, we're going to be talking Doctor Strange 2 and Cobra Kai Season 5. Now, the way that I've structured this is we put Cobra Kai Season 5 at the end because I want us to end on a happy note. And, I want us to... And Cobra Kai just brings us joy, unlike this movie. Now, so before we delve in, I've just pinned a comment saying, spoiler warning. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. So if you haven't seen Doctor Strange 2 and you're intending to see Doctor Strange 2, get the hell out of here. But if you have seen it, then stay. And also, when I say get the hell out of here, I mean go watch the movie, then come back here, and then watch this, and then engage in discussion.
And then you have the rights to your opinions.
And then you have the rights to your opinion. Now, also, I do want to preface before we begin. I don't want people to get the wrong impression that I'm ragging on the movie or that I hate it. I don't hate it. I like it. It's a solid 6 or 7. It's a good movie. But from a Marvel perspective, there's things I can't shake. So, final spoiler warning, people. And by the time this word from our sponsor plays, if you haven't seen it, get out of here. Okay, boom. Right, and a word from our other sponsor.
Show him his head. Come on. Open your eyes.
And that's me and RJ in a few years. Okay, right. So now that's out there, let's begin. Okay, how do I start this? Right. So let's start out with the positives. Let's start out with a positive sandwich or whatever the hell it is they call it. America Chavez, me personally, will go round one by one. America Chavez, loved her, thought she was great. A really great addition to the MCU. I like kind of her power set. I like how, even though it's a godly power that she has, she can't just use it willy-nilly. Like, it's almost like an accidental kind of power. I like that element. It's sort of like the Superman kryptonite thing. It's just like, okay, he's powerful, but there's this stopping him. Doctor Strange, Benedict, great performance as always. Elizabeth Olsen's best performance was in this, and if there's awards for it, she deserves it because her performance was fucking insane. The soundtrack, mint. The visual direction from Sam Raimi, you can tell Sam Raimi directed this movie. The visuals that are on display from beginning to end, perfect. The horror elements, I absolutely loved. Like, they push the PG-13 rating in this. They push it. Like, really push it. And yeah, I did like the movie. I liked it. It's a good time. You will have a lot of moments in the movie where you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go again. But then, there will be times you're like, but other than that, I need to be completely honest, because I feel like, with us, we try and keep it as real as possible, and no one's paying me a dime of anything. This movie is a solid 6, at a push 7 for Sam, and maybe the performances, but the story, man, did they miss the mark with this. Oh my goodness. I was sat there, the opening was hitting, and I was like, yo. And then... And the way the movie plays out, it was kind of like stale. I was like, are we gonna go up at any point? And then we get to the Illuminati bit. And I need to get this off my chest because this is the bit that, we've all been discussing about for months. We knew they were going to die, but my biggest worry came true. The execution of the deaths was the most... Let's just start with the characters. Okay, so let's start with Black Bolt's death. It's a cool death, but Jesus Christ. The way our boy Black Bolt dies, right? We have the smartest being in Marvel, Mr. Fantastic, fan casted as John Krasinski. I'll touch more upon him after Black Bolt. Says to Wanda, easy Wanda, one word from him and you'll be dust. What mouth? Now, the reason I have a problem with that is Dr. Reed Richards, right, is supposed to be Tony level of intellect. Tony had his moments, but he never did that.
Yeah.
Never.
Tony would let it happen.
The first appearance we have of Mr. Fantastic in the MCU. Great way to begin. Okay, so we get the Inhumans show actor. That show was a fucking shit show, so don't worry about that. But I'm happy the actor got to come back. I'm hoping that they keep him as Black Bolt if he becomes the MCU's main version, if that makes sense. Mr. Fantastic. Now, this is more of a problem. We know they have a Fantastic Four movie coming. They've now screwed themselves if John Krasinski is not Mr. Fantastic in that movie. If he's not Mr. Fantastic in that movie, they've really caused a big problem. Because now John Krasinski will be the best Mr. Fantastic that never was. He was brought in to please fan castings just to be killed off, and that was it. And, but it's a variant. I'll get more on that later. But I feel like the way his death was handled, not only did he basically kill Black Bolt, let's just call it what it is. One didn't kill him, Reed killed him. And then Reed goes, and then, and while he's like flailing like spaghetti, okay, you've got Captain Marvel, dumb powerful, as my boy Charles would say, and you got Captain Carter, right? They're both standing there like this. As he's dying, they're standing there looking like this. Right, let me go full screen a minute. They're looking like this. He's going, They're not doing a flipping thing. They're standing there looking at him dying. I'm like, jump in there and throw your shield across her throat. Like, what are you doing? Go all in. And they're standing there like, okay, let's look at each other. Cool moment. It's just like, fuck you. You two deserve to die at that point. Like, I'm sorry. After that death, I was like, yeah, you know what, Wanda? Kill them off for being stupid. Sorry, at that point, I was like, you know what? You've just screwed over Black Bolt and Mr. Fantastic. Kill these two off as well. I was actually siding with Wanda in that moment. I was like, for being that incompetent, I've seen more competence from characters in Halloween Kills.
Wow.
When Michael is approaching them.
I agree.
When Michael's about to kill Cameron in Halloween Kills, at least he goes, like he does some kind of reaction. Bloody what's her face? Peggy and Maria, they're just and then they look at each other like this. And then they decide to go to work. I'm like, this wouldn't be so bad if it was just a budget team. This is the Illuminati. Okay, this is the Guardians of the Multiverse, and the original Illuminati consisted of Namor, Black Panther, Iron Man. You know, I tell you what, could you imagine the outrage if they went with a more fully comic accurate Illuminati if Black Panther was killed by like that? Just imagine.
You don't kill Denzel Washington.
I'm just gonna put it out there. Like they because they're slick. They took him out of it and put Mordo in there or whatever, just so they didn't have to do that. They know what they're doing with that. I see what you're doing, Marvel. But at that point, I was like, you know what? Just kill them. Fuck it. Why? I give up. Then Charles. Now, oh mate.
Oh man.
When he strolls up with that comic accurate chair and the like the bit before this, I was like, oh, the movie's starting to pick up now. Oh, this is going to be juicy. And then he's like that. And then he's in her mind, right? And his death is cool from a horror perspective. But, this is a big but. We've seen this guy die enough. Come on.
He got killed 3 times, man.
3 times! And it's not like he died in a way that served the story. He was like, hey, we should tell him the truth. And then I'm like, why? Here's what you should have done with that whole ordeal, right? We know the Illuminati are going to die. We know that. So here's what you do. You have those 4 Illuminati members fighting in unison against Wanda together. Like, you make it powerful. You have them lose in a blaze of glory. Charles comes in and says, Wanda! And Charles is actually the one that sets Wanda on the path to save herself. That would have been more powerful. They had him die like a bitch. I'm like, what are you doing?
Wanda, let me help you.
And then the rest
got
of the shit
bitch.
continues.
He got
Then
bitch.
you've got like, you know, the bit afterwards, like Christine. Okay, all these Wanda groupies. I just want to say this: Christine is the goat of this movie, not Wanda. Christine. That's the goat.
Christine.
Oh yeah.
100%. And you know, with Scarlet Witch, okay, let's just touch upon this. The Last Jedi vibes for the simple reason Mark Hamill's best performance is in The Last Jedi. His most controversial character take is in that movie. Or not his take, but you know what I mean. Well, we know the story on that one. But then with this, Elizabeth Olsen fucking deserves an award. Her performance was fucking amazing. But the character, she's like, I'm a mother. I've never cringed more in my life. Like, I'll take the backpack scene in Cobra Kai any day over that shit. Like, that I'm coming for you, bitch. At least I can laugh at it. This is, like, I had a physical reaction. I was in a recliner seat, and I had a physical reaction, right? I'm sat there. She goes, I'm not mad or whatever. I'm a mother.
No, you're not. You
Like,
Babies come from magic, Jacob. Babies come from magic.
And Jesus Christ. And where was Vision in this movie? Well, no Vision, no Quicksilver. Like all these rumors were bullshit. Superior Iron Man, Quicksilver, Fox Quicksilver, they mean nothing. Nothing in this movie. Toby, Andrew, Ghost Rider, none of it.
Toby that rumor didn't make no sense because it's not a Sony movie. He was never gonna be in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept saying Toby showing up would make no sense.
Good
it
point.
has to be the Sony thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
good point.
Unless you're gonna give Sony some money.
Good point. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Now, piggybacking off of WandaVision, the dumbest line in television ever, they'll never know what you sacrificed for them. Right, that's some bullshit right there. Let's just call it what it is. Like, what the fuck? Wanda went to Westview, okay? And it's a great story, like the show. Like, it's a great story about grief and trauma. But the facts of this, she enslaved a town for an entire month with her fictional kids and a dead husband. By the end of it, her dead husband gets reincarnated and she learns she has kids in the multiverse. She wins.
She ran.
She ran. Again, just like she did in this movie. Now, her little redemption at the end, I've seen people compared to Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man 2.
Oh, hell no.
Now, I know Sam Raimi is directing this, and I know maybe that was similar. She pulls down the pillars like Dr. Octopus did. Sorry, you're comparing one of the greatest character arcs in any superhero movie to incompetence and poor decision-making and lackluster. Discount Jean Grey, discount Phoenix story. That's what I'm going to say. Discount Phoenix story.
Whoa.
Dark Phoenix done Jean Grey better than this movie did Wanda.
Wow.
I'm throwing it out there. Both the versions we had of Phoenix, at least they're true to like the movies themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
They're just arse. But at least the character of Jean Grey and Phoenix is correct. This, and all the stuff that Clint and Steve have done for Wanda. Like I was saying this to you guys. Why the hell didn't Wanda just go to Clint? Clint lost his family for 5 years and went on a killing spree. The dude became a murderer. Why didn't you go and talk to him?
I know reason why, Jacob, because she don't need no man. She can handle this by herself. God damn it, you.
There is that element. But it's just like, you know, the simplest answer is like, okay, let's just throw it out the window just because we need to be controversial. And again, I don't want people to get the wrong impression. I'm not ragging on the movie like I hate it. It's just it's this conversation that's now been caused by this movie that I'm not a huge fan of. Because now what's going to happen is this is Last Jedi dividing. Like, people are going to either really hate it or really love it. And I absolutely hate it. I don't like it. Like, if I have to remove my emotions from it, I can look at it from a film standpoint and say, okay, Wanda believes what she's doing is right. blah blah blah. But the way the movie plays out, you know that sorcerer that tries to save Wong, right? The woman. I was almost crying in the cinema, man. Like that woman, she died needlessly. I'm like, Wanda's killing all these people all over the place. This is fucking ridiculous. She's killing everyone.
Yeah.
And now people could say, but I like Anakin. Yeah, hang on. Anakin's story is way more developed than Wanda's is in that aspect. And he's manipulated.
At least Anakin didn't run. He accepted for what he was.
Yeah, Wanda runs.
No. Anakin had a reason for this stuff. He was driven by anger.
And the Jedi were just pieces of shit as well. But you know, he goes to Yoda and says, "Hey, I'm having dreams of my loved one dying. What do I do? I'll let go of it. Don't worry about it." But with Wanda, she has the Darkhold, right? We know we're gearing up for Midnight Suns territory levels of stuff. The Darkhold is key to like Ghost Rider and all that kind of shit. This is the darkest book in Marvel in their catalog. You really should have gone all in to show the internal. You know that shot in the trailer, like it's in the movie, but when like Wanda's touching like her own cheek, like the two versions of her, I thought that was like there was an internal battle going on in her, like in her mind, like Wanda versus Scarlet Witch. The two personalities were clashing. That's what I thought it was, and it was just a multiverse variant again. Because
like the rumors are saying that Nightmare was supposed to be in this movie, but then they have to take him out or whatever.
The movie didn't exactly.
Let me tell you what happened. He was never going to be in the movie because all these people need to stop making rumors. Oh, this guy's going to come in the movie. He's going to be in the movie. Toby's going to be in the movie. No. Shut up. Okay, no, it doesn't make any sense.
And I remember saying this earlier on. I miss the old MCU. I'm just going to say it because the old MCU, at least with those movies, they could be self-contained. You know, they would set up sequels. But the movie in and of itself would be contained. These movies, as of late, are just literally setting up stuff. Set up. You know, setup is cool. That's why we're along for the ride. But what is this movie trying to do? What's this movie saying? The only reason Infinity War works is because there was 20 movies of woven. There were a few bad movies in there, but there were, you know, woven story and character arcs and plot threads that had been built up over so many years.
The key thing to set up was the post-credit scene, not the movie itself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The post-credit scene is the cherry on top of a great movie. It's not the defining.
This was one big old post-credit scene, if you think about it.
This is what happened. WandaVision sets up multiverse.
RJ,
No Way Home.
Go ahead.
Okay. This is my biggest problem with the phase right now. And so we had WandaVision, right? We had a year break from Marvel. And now it came back with WandaVision. So WandaVision was okay for the most part. I personally liked it. I think people just expected cameos. They expected cameos. Like,
oh, yeah.
So when you get cameos and you just put them out there and you don't get them, don't rag on the thing. Like, WandaVision's not a bad show.
No. And it was never going to have
exactly.
Like, WandaVision was never like, oh, Magneto's going to show. Why is he going to show? When Kevin Feige literally said it's about Wanda dealing with grief and trauma.
Yeah. Other than No Way Home, this phase has just not been. I don't like it that much. No Way Home is
the movies in this phase won't be in, even the shows won't be in my rewatch Rolodex.
Yeah, only No Way Home is like.
Like even the completionist in me would be skipping him.
Only No Way Home has the rewatch. No Way Home has it all. It's got the emotional and
No Way Home made me buy it on Blu-ray. That's how you know it's, you know.
Yeah. It has.
And the thing is, you can't even call No Way Home an MCU movie because it belongs to Sony. So like once you take that out, you don't got nothing up in this phase, bro. Like
but with this movie,
because it belongs to Sony. So like once you take that out, you don't got nothing up.
What the hell?
Sorry, that was my fault. I had another tab open on the chat. Sorry.
Okay, so with this movie, when I watched it twice in LA, and every time I watched it, I'm like, I liked it even less.
It gets worse the more you watch it.
Yeah. Like, I'm like,
No Way Home gets better the more you watch it.
It gets better each time you watch it. Like this one right here.
I'll take Ghost Rider over this.
Woo! I take Daredevil. Yeah. Ben Affleck's Daredevil, by the way, people.
I mean, this is mostly just hyperbolic talking. Like, it's not that bad, but it's just.
Yeah. The MCU could have done better. Like they're really good. Like they should know better. Yeah.
Like,
Go ahead, Art.
It's just I knew that Wanda was gonna kill off the Illuminati. I didn't make jokes about it. But I didn't want it to be like this. What the hell? Like,
that's what I said. Execution. They fucked up. The execution was off.
Forget the character of Patrick Stewart. I mean, Professor X. You get Patrick freaking Stewart, one of the Marvel goats,
alumni,
and you do this to him. Like, you kill him like a bitch. Like that. This is what we're doing now. Like, I'm like Marvel, and I gotta be honest. I gotta call out Kevin Feige. That's what you do to Patrick Stewart. You signed off on this, like that. This is what you let this happen. I'm calling out him. I'm calling out Sam Raimi too. You let this happen. Because I know
this made it through the editing process, and not one of them said, "Hey, this might not be a good idea."
Let's not kiss ass here. I'm calling out Sam Raimi too, him and Feige, because I know Sam Raimi wouldn't let it happen to Toby. So
we will not kill Toby.
That's a good point.
So why did you let it happen? Why did you let it happen to Patrick Stewart? I'm like, come on.
Natalie, I love you. Everyone raise a toast to Natalie and Lisa. Thank you so much. Sorry, I've got chip in my mouth.
Paying the bills, baby. Paying the bills.
But
I need some more squash.
What? When I came out, I was like, hold on. Everybody's saying Sam Raimi this, Kevin Feige this. Bullshit. Okay, this is Patrick freaking Stewart.
And increase that.
Bullshit. This is Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart. Like, people, he is one of the he is a Marvel GOAT, okay?
He's a Marvel alumni. Like,
he's protected.
Yeah. And you shafted, like, you.
Yeah, he was literally put in there to get butts in seats, and you didn't need to. Like, you're not Sony. You don't need to do that. Like, people will go and see it. You could have a movie of bloody Hulk taking a giant green shit, and people would still go and see it.
Yes.
Like you don't need to clickbait people. Like, you don't need to do that. You know, it's
like all the teases.
Yeah.
And we get that. At least I gotta be honest. Sony was spoiling No Way Home in the marketing, but at least they came through. They came through.
Like, the whole of No Way Home was spoiled, and this is what I've said before. We knew No Way Home going in, like Andrew Toby. Like, we knew. But
we got to see it.
But the way that they pulled it off was done so well, I didn't care. Yeah. It was done well. Yeah. This I knew less about, and I didn't like the way they did any of it.
Yeah.
And another thing, Wanda. Yeah. Now, before Multiverse of Madness, I was like, okay, let's take it easy. Let's calm down. I get it. She enslaved the whole town. Like, every character has done worse. Not done worse, but every character has done some shit.
Yeah.
This movie right here. Oh, hell no. We fighting for this. Nah, I ain't defending you no more. This woman killed so many sorcerers in the making on Comertage.
Was trying to save Wong, man. I'm sorry. I cared more about her dying than Wanda's kids disappearing in WandaVision.
And then, people, for all you Wanda stands over here,
as much as I love Wanda's kids,
losing respect on people that I actually find cool in the industry and do good, have good channels. They are freaking loving this woman. She tried to kill a kid. She tried to kill America Chavez. A kid.
And when these people do their reviews, how many times were they saying, "Oh, why would people agree with Thanos, but why are you guys agreeing with Wanda?"
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if this was reversed, let's just say Magneto was trying to kill America Chavez. Do you think that would like fly in today's thing? I'm just saying. Like,
no.
They did that in Dark Phoenix. They did that in Dark Phoenix.
Also, the Darkhold. I don't want to hear the argument. Oh, it's the Darkhold. It's the Darkhold, RJ. It's the Darkhold. No. The Darkhold doesn't have complete control over you. It just has influences. It doesn't have complete control.
Influences. Yeah. You have the choices. Yeah.
She freaking. Okay, if the Darkhold was truly like controlled her, she wouldn't have freaking stopped. Like when she realized that she was hurting her kids at the end. Okay, she wouldn't have stopped.
I love that scene.
Now Elizabeth Olsen, she killed it as always.
Oh, her performance is insane.
But this it's about the character here. So
Last Jedi
so don't attack the actress. Please don't attack the actress.
Don't go after Elizabeth Olsen. We love her.
Yeah, we love Elizabeth Olsen. But god damn it, you Wanda stands. You guys need help. So you guys, no, I'm sorry. You guys like that she tried to kill a kid? A fucking kid. A kid!
And you're bloody all pissed off when Thanos threw Gamora over the cliff. But it's alright if Wanda does it.
Like that's arguably worse than what she did at Westview. She's trying to kill a kid.
Yeah, but at least in Westview you could kind of forgive it, whereas forgive it, but you could kind of go, you know what? She's gone through a lot. She's got a lot of power that she can barely control. And I say this in context, shit happens, you know? She didn't mean to. And the way at the end of the show, when she realizes what she did, she's like, oh my God, what have I done? And Agatha was kind of pulling strings. In this is all her. This is all her choice.
Yeah.
Like the Darkhold's influencing her, but she's consciously making these choices. She wanted to kill a kid.
A kid?
What are you doing? This ain't MCU Wanda.
In the beginning, when Gargantos is going after her, she's so innocent and sweet. Like, you're trying to kill this person?
Man, look at in Civil War when she gets that, you know, in Crossbones, another character that Marvel wasted, but you know, like when he's about to explode, right? And she throws him up and the building blows up and she's like in shock. What have I done? Yeah. You know, where did that Wanda go?
Another thing. They kind of rushed Wanda going after they rushed Wanda going after America Chavez. You know the scene where Doctor Strange goes to see her?
Yeah, that
scene was rushed like hell.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm like,
wait a minute. So sudden. It was like, where was all the build up to this? It was just like,
and then
I guess we're doing it now.
Doctor Strange. The movie is titled Doctor Strange. It might as well have been titled Wanda.
Yeah.
This was a Wanda movie. Doctor Strange got shafted in the film.
Scarlet Witch in the multiverse with her kids.
You should have just called it that. But in my honest opinion, the best part of this movie was America Chavez. She stole the show from me.
I agree.
I like that a lot. She stole the show.
I love the actress.
This is what they should have did. This is what they should have They should have made it similar to Deadpool 2. And I don't mean like plot, but I really like the relationship.
I kind of did with the X-Force and the Illuminati, but other than that.
Yeah. I like Doctor Strange and kind of like the father-daughter relationship that they're gonna build.
That was good. They should have gone with that.
Because that's happening. It's gonna be like a father-daughter relationship. I like it. They should just made that the movie. Take out forget the Illuminati. And just get them
the fuck out of it. Save them for later on. You don't need them.
This movie would have been an 8 out of 10 if you take out the Illuminati, you take out Wanda. Just keep it America Chavez.
Illuminati and Wanda didn't need to be in this movie.
You have Nightmare.
You could have had the Illuminati later on.
America Chavez, 8 out of 10 movie.
Yeah, you literally just that. You could take the Illuminati, Scarlet Witch, save the Illuminati for later on in the multiverse or whatever. Get them the fuck out of this movie, right? Then you've got Doctor Strange, Chavez, Mordo, Wong, maybe Clea, who's introduced in the post-credit scene, and then Nightmare. Like that's the minerals of your sequel. And I've always said the second sequel, like the second movie, is always your darkest for the character. It's when you find out the most about them. You know, it's like Iron Man 2, as messy as it is, it's Tony's on his deathbed. You know, it's like you learn the most about the characters.
Dying in the movie.
Yeah, he almost died. You know, shout out to my man Rhodey as well, because that dude came in clutch. I might need to do a video on that. But carry on, RJ.
But last point, but like, I really feel like Wong and Doctor Strange were basically the audience, like guys like us, and we're like, Wanda, what the hell are you doing? Like, I would laugh every time, like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, just stop. Go on.
And you know what? They think they're sick. They put that in there to try and, you know, be clever. And it's like, no, we see what you're doing.
Go on.
I still don't side with Wanda. Sorry, Marvel. You're not. No.
Okay, guys. This movie is just what I keep on saying about this whole entire MCU thing that I truly hate. right going forward. I'm just getting tired of the bait and switch that freaking Disney Marvel is doing all the time. If you're gonna make this an America Chavez movie, I'd rather you just make it an America Chavez movie and a Wanda movie. Don't do this to Doctor Strange. He's one of the most powerful guys in the universe. And this is what I'm getting tired about with that whole entire like, okay, we're gonna give you this product, but we're gonna throw this out. We're gonna give you some pickles on side. I don't want no pickles. Yes, you want pickles on there. No, I don't want no damn pickles on my burger. Okay, like, but back to the film. Overall, it just felt like it was rushed. You know, I like the horror aspect. I think Patrick Stewart should not have died.
Yes, shouldn't have.
I didn't care for like Captain Carter's "I could do this all day" thing. It's like, no, stop. That's Steve's line. Please don't do that shit. No. This is like.
I mean, I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty cool, but I can see why you didn't.
I mean, this is the equivalent of Jacob saying like,
it's your backpack, right?
Yeah. The way he did that, I'm coming for you.
Fuck it. Where's my backpack? Fuck it.
Hey, stop making fun of him. Stop making fun of the goat. Have it, Jacob. Have it.
I'll kick your ass for a third time. End credits. But that's not the real cut.
Is that the real cut?
Cut. I mean, what else is
Jesus. Okay, that's for later.
I mean, this is just my biggest fear about this phase, though. Like, real talk, I just don't want them to like keep on giving us these sad products, bro. Because like we put too much time, money, and effort, and we actually care about these characters. This company now, they gave us a whole great 20 movies. Now, some of them were bad. There was a lot of good movies and bad movies.
The Dark World.
I mean, right now in this phase, right now, if you take out No Way Home, that's considered a Sony movie, and you take out Black Widow, that's a Phase 3 movie, but that's a whole nother ball game. What do you have in this phase to where you can say it's good that you want to go rewatch? Like, oh my gosh, I have to rewatch this movie. I don't see anything.
I have
like,
no urgency to watch this movie ever again. I'm just being honest.
It's kind of sad that I say that I'd rather watch Doctor Strange 1 than this movie.
I actually really enjoy the first one.
The first one's good though.
I liked the Doctor Strange, the first movie, but I didn't know what was going on most of the time. So that's why I'm just like, I didn't have this connection to it, but it was still rather enjoying. Like that, yeah, it was pretty simple.
Sorry to cut you off, King. But adding on to your point, the problem was with Marvel movies at the moment. They're trying to one up the last movie. Now, what franchise do we know that's done that? Fast and Furious, and that works because it's Fast and Furious. Because that's why we go and see it. It's stupid fun. It doesn't always work for. Sometimes you get an Endgame, you get a No Way Home. Every now and then, you need an Iron Man 3.
That's a good point, Mystic. How does he remember? Wait, because he said Spider-Man. He didn't say.
So Peter. He remembers Spider-Man, but not Peter.
Yeah, he doesn't know the identity of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they put that in there, I think, just to clarify stuff. But for every grand movie that you get, you need a couple of cooling off movies, a more self-contained, more character.
Story, We got to go back to that good storytelling that I know that Marvel has. Granted, like I'm just talking about DC right now. If DC gets their crap together, they could beat this phase of Marvel. Like I'm being 100% honest. I know
this is a transitional phase for Marvel, but with the way DC are playing games over there at the minute, they're cleaning house, straightening the ship. I'm just saying.
Universe.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like they got
universe.
They have potential to take. They have potential to have good stories, man. I know they could go back to that phase 1 through 3 storytelling, but it just seems like
I want to win a Soldier.
With this phase, I get more questions than answers. That's how I feel right now.
Yeah, it's mystery box. Like, let's just call it what it is. It's like it's a J.J. Abrams style of storytelling. It's mystery box, setting up mysteries that you have to answer later on. Where it's like, when Mars hands Finn the lightsaber in Force Awakens, how did you get that? Like the last time we saw it, it was falling into the Bespin gas tabana, whatever, right? And then she's like, a good question for another time. That's what this phase feels like. It feels like it's just set up. And I understand that they've got to do it from a storytelling aspect, but at the same time, you still want to make sure that each movie you're putting out, there's something within the movie that's not just. I saw a video the other day. I forgot who did it, but they said Marvel's problem at the moment is they're like, hey, we've got this character coming to the MCU. We've got this character coming to the MCU. And their Act 1 doesn't exist. They just go to Act 2 just so they can say, here's this character. There's no like gravitational.
It's no
like
build up.
Iron Man. Well,
Cobra Carwell, I agree with that comment. I agree with that.
Hey, that Batman movie, I'm just saying.
That Batman movie.
Yeah.
What have you done? Karen. Robert Pattinson embraced his Christian Bale with that, I'll tell you.
Yeah. But
carry on.
I'm trying to think. But there's more stuff
This is how I felt after the movie. I just didn't know how to process my life.
Yeah, I mean, like overall, like the movie's not bad, but like it could have been done better. Like, my next point is Marvel fans got to stop protecting movies. Stop being shields. Like that's not. That's not
stop. Like come on. Not every Marvel movie that comes out that's Marvel is a 10 out of 10.
It's like we're getting people that want to say that like Eternals is an 8 out of 10. Like bullshit. Like stop that. Like no.
I would take this over Eternals. Just saying.
It's like. I mean, you got people. I mean, I thought Sean Child was cool. And everything, but like,
my dad's line.
Shout out to Mr. RJ.
Shout out to Papa Goat.
Papa Goat. Sean Child is a good martial arts movie, but like, I mean, I'm not curious to go watch it again. Like I've got so many martial arts movies that I can watch. You feel me? Like,
can I add on to your point, right? About
go ahead, man.
I think that with Marvel fans, other than us, like I agree with you, King. They are shills. Like they don't want to like admit that a movie is just not good. Like
it's okay,
It's
like
okay.
most movies that come out aren't good anyway. Like you very rarely get 8. Like let's just be real. Like everyone assumes because it's an average movie, that means it sucks. It's like, well, no, it's just an average movie. Like you get more of those than you get good movies, and even fewer than that are amazing, and even fewer than that are masterpiece.
Remember when I said that the Batman movie will be better than almost like all of the.
You did call the Batman movie better than Doctor Strange. He did it.
The only property that competes with this movie is No Way Home. That's it. I did say it. I did say it.
He did call it. He did call it. This guy did call it.
You saying that, and us all being like, I don't know, but you like, no, I'm sticking by this, and then it happened. And
hey, RJ, you can talk your stuff now, sir.
RJ, fucking shout it from the rooftop.
It's not just. I wasn't saying it because of like, because I believe in the movie. It's just
of course. Marvel, Marvel or DC, both.
It's like I like both. I'm gonna repeat that. I like both. I have to repeat it because people think I'm.
You have to repeat it because people take 30 seconds of what you say out of context, and then
When you look at a director who has a vision for a character, who is a huge fan of the character, I might add.
Yeah.
This is what happens. Okay, you get a movie like that. That's an artsy movie. That is a artsy comic book.
I was just about to say one thing. The reason why you felt like the writing sucks, if you didn't like Loki, you're not gonna like this movie either, because like the writers that wrote Loki wrote this movie. So that's another thing.
Where was our boy?
Loki? Yeah, they said he was.
Where was he?
Didn't the Variety or Deadline say he was going to be in the movie?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think so.
He's probably in the cut footage, but that's not the
That's
real cut.
not the real cut.
And this is
Yeah.
another fucking problem. I'm sick and tired of this bullshit trend of, oh, but this isn't the real cut. Let's release an extended cut. This is the real version. No, no, fuck off with that shit. Make it make sense in the fucking theatrical release. Don't bloody release a half-assed movie. Put out 40 minutes and say, hey, this isn't the... Put the real vision.
I said this earlier to the boys.
Sorry for cursing.
I do not want to hear people say, release the Raimi Doctor Strange
No, don't
cut.
start that.
No,
leave the original. That's it.
Because I didn't want a Snyder cut. Well, actually, no, that's different context, but
different
BVS,
context. But
the BVS one,
Yeah.
really. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't put it in the original version.
Yeah.
It shouldn't
That's
be.
it.
They shouldn't be a cut. Like, no.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. Like you can have maybe a director's cut at a push or an extended cut. Like what Andy Muschietti wanted to do with It Chapter 1 and 2. He wanted to do the super cut, which is basically the two movies together with more scenes and additional stuff that was cut.
Okay.
I like stuff like that because you're adding to it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that's different because you're adding. You're not retroactively responding to criticism. Like it's literally a case of if fuck it, give me my hat. So if a movie comes out, right, and it's good, they'll say, okay, cool, great, fantastic. If people don't like it, they'll say, well, that's not the real cut. And then it will just kickstart this whole thing. Like that's what the trend will be now. Release the Raimi cut. It's like, again?
Yeah, I'm gonna to add on to your point about the DC and Marvel thing.
Coca-Cola product placement.
DC, listen, I'm not gonna say they're gonna take over and all that stuff, but things are looking good over there.
Yeah, they're
this last law.
They're getting their crap together. They're getting their crap together.
This is what this man said. The dude said he got rid of all this, the CCW bullshit.
Clean house, and that's all they need.
David Zaslav.
This is the thing with DC. Sorry to cut you off, RJ. That with DC, they didn't just need to have their own version of the MCU. They needed to clean a lot of shit out.
Stuff that wasn't going to make money.
And then he's been there for 5 minutes, and he's already cleaned out everything.
They went to CinemaCon and said, okay, Batman 2 sequel announcement.
Yeah.
Coming out. Like
now can we get Man of Steel 2? But that's a whole nother stream. We're talking about Doctor Strange right now.
I want a Man of Steel 2. 10 years. Carry on.
But it's just you have fans need to be real, okay, with both products, okay.
Yeah.
Cletus, back out the truck.
We just can't keep on like downgrading DC and uplifting Marvel, and we shouldn't try to downgrade Marvel.
Yeah, I've noticed that there's a lot of people downgrading the it's a little bit of bias against this. It ain't cool. I don't like it.
I didn't even notice that.
They did cut that part out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think of anything else that I could think of the movie right now that's like on top of the dome.
I agree with that. It's just that, but that's how
you feel.
Like by adding on to what you guys said, that is exactly the thing with this movie. It's just trying to figure out.
You're trying to get it. Trying to get it all. Yeah.
It's a weird feeling. I just don't know how to feel. I don't know whether to like it or not like it or dislike it or hate it or enjoy it. Like, you know, a 6 or a 7 is about as high as I'll give this movie.
Yeah.
But for those that are saying anything 8 and above, like, I don't know what movie you're watching. Like,
I got to keep it a buck. You got to call out Sam Raimi. You got to call out Kevin Feige.
Yeah,
Sam Raimi is because we all know that he would not let Toby die. Okay, so why you got to kill? Why you got to do it to Patrick Stewart? I mean, it's just
Patrick Stewart should not be. I didn't like the. I didn't like the. Let me get back. I don't like it that Wanda gets to run away all the time. That's like a kid trying to punish himself in front of his parents when he knew he jacked up or whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I thought you were going to say something else.
I had to catch myself. You don't need monetization. You know, that's off the air, King. Okay.
But yeah, no, it's a good point. But yeah, it's a good point. It's just, you know, you gotta like, and the thing is with this, you know, cameos are great. The camera's out of focus again. Cameos are great, but you don't have to do this. But a cameo shouldn't be the selling point of the movie. A cameo should be like the post-credit scene. It should be the cherry on top.
Yeah.
What's the actual movie do? Like in Iron Man 2, right? Black Widow's in it, War Machine set up, Nick Fury's in it, Happy's used more, Whiplash is in it, but it still feels like Tony's movie.
Yeah.
Still feels
it's
like
his still focus on Tony.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean that, and this is the part that also confuses people. Screen time does not equate to such a thing. So let's say, for instance, in this movie, Wanda has more screen time than Doctor Strange. I don't think she does, but let's just say, for instance, if she does, you can still, even if it's like 2 minutes more than Doctor Strange, you can still have Strange be the focus of the movie because it's what content you put in those 40 minutes in total that he's in the movie. It's what you're filling that time with. You know, it's just
about that. Like, I just felt like I felt like like I said, I liked America Chavez. I have no problem with her character. Like, I just wish that we would have got that, like RJ was saying, more of like a father-daughter relationship type of thing going for. Like, that should have been the movie.
Like they're setting it up for the future, but it's like, let's do it now. Let's do it now, please.
Yeah. Because my thing is this. Like, I don't like being bait and switch. I hate it. Like, I utterly hate it. Like, I got like, bait and switch through that whole entire Star Wars thing. Like, I don't want to be bait and switch. Yeah. I don't need bait and switch in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which they've basically been doing.
I mean, look at the Batman trailer. Like that trailer was exactly
how it was.
What we needed.
Yeah, and that's what. Yeah, that's what I want. When I come to a movie, I'm expecting this character right here, Doctor Strange. I wasn't expecting Wanda to take over the whole entire movie. I wasn't expecting America Chavez to take over the whole entire movie. This is his movie. Why are we taking the limelight away from him? That's what I'm trying to get at.
You saw how he was fighting Thanos in Infinity War. Why was he not fighting like that in this movie?
Yeah. Dude, I hated. He got knocked out.
Not defined by his ring. That's not Doctor Strange.
When he was fighting Gargantos, he got knocked out.
Yeah.
I hated that part.
Yeah, that annoyed me. And that's a problem with Marvel from top to bottom. Is you can go back to Phase 1 with that. They've always had that issue. Yeah. When you have a powerful character, you have to nerf them so the threat is a threat. Like it's something that they keep doing. And it's just indicative of like where the I can forgive it, but it's just annoying when it's inconsistent. It just reminds me of like the Flash. Sorry for Flash fans in the comment section. Where it's like, you know, I'm not fast enough. It's like, well, you were Mark 2, now you're like Mark 10. Like, what the hell? But then it's just like, you know, that's a good point, Natalie. They did the Boba Fett thing, but it's just, you know, I'm okay with misleading fans in the sense that you don't want to give a fan what they expect because you want them to be surprised. That's part of the movie going experience. But you don't want to lie to them either. Like I'll shout out to Stuart, by the way, if you're watching this part. Me and him unanimously agree on this one. Transformers: The Last Knight. Biggest bait and switch I've ever seen in my entire life. That movie marketed Nemesis Prime all at Cobra Kai World. I'm sure you'll agree. Marketed him all over the whole thing. Barely in it. In it for 5 minutes, and then there's a Save Martha moment at the end. Yeah, you're welcome. There's a Save Martha moment at the end. I would lay down my life for you, Bumblebee. And then they stop fighting. Like it's the bait and switch. Stop doing it.
Yeah, it's not cool. It's not fun. It's like,
and it doesn't make for good stories. You know, you want stories to be told that people go back and rewatch. You know, or people learn something new each time, or. Like, so let's take a movie like, I don't know, Fast and Furious. You don't learn something each time, but it's just fun to watch ridiculous shit or have on a sunny day, you know, and you feel like crushing beers and, you know, family. Or if you want to watch, like, let's say Dark Knight, or you want to watch Pirates of the Caribbean or Guardians of the Galaxy or Harry Potter or, I don't know, fucking Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. You know, you pick up something, Spider-Man No Way Home. The Batman, you pick up something new each time. You remember that thing I said to you guys? In the Batman, you can see the Riddler in the background of one of the shots hiding, like literally as a figure. You can see it. Like that detail is what I fucking love, because it's the amount of intent you have behind the scenes of the little details, you know?
Yeah.
Quality over quantity. Like, you know, Marvel can pump out 20 movies a year, but as far as I'm concerned, and again, this isn't a competition, but the Batman is better than at least half of the MCU, if not more. Like,
I'm sorry, I'm gonna do a hot take right here. Hold on, I'm gonna help RJ on that. It is. Let's just throw it out there. The Batman is better than all the movies. You could arguably. No, Spider-Man No Way Home is a Sony movie. So, yeah, it's better than all the Marvel movies.
We leave that out because I like that one. But we leave that out.
Yeah, like I said, the No Way Home is really the only one that can go to that.
Yeah, it ain't even theirs. So, like...
I did say it. Like, I did say
You did say it. I agree, Cobra. I agree. But you know how, like... I had a train of thought. It's just gone now. Oh, crap. Shit. Carry on. It'll come back to me.
But I gotta say this one thing. You know how, like last year, I kept saying, Jacob, the multiverse is they have to.
I remember you doing this on camera. You had your headphones during that NFL one that we did. Where shout out to me, by the way. I had to watch Rocky IV, the NFL, and do discussion. Like I was multitasking that night, and then I had to argue with Illuminati stuff. So I'm saying you gotta be careful about this multiverse stuff.
But like I've been saying this for like the past year, the past few months.
You were right.
That the multiverse is. I am scared of what Marvel's doing because I think they're gonna do this multiverse. This character's that multiverse variant.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying too. I think me and RJ been saying this for a while. We were saying like this multiverse thing is pure laziness.
As long as YouTube, because I believe that Marvel would do it better, but. With like how Arrowverse handled multiverse, like I was praying to God that they wouldn't do stuff like that. And this movie has what the hell was that? This movie has a lot of stuff like that where it's like, variants, and it's all right, okay, cool. You can give someone a cool death, but you cheapen stuff, you know? It's not the way to go. Like it's like us three being the three, you know, we're the Thor, Iron Man, and Cap of the Kings of Pop Culture phase or whatever. One of us is then like we're all killed off, or no, we haven't even brought. Let's just say, for example, like how the way this movie plays out, we've been killed off in our first entry, and then we're brought in. When we actually do die, it's not going to mean anything because we've been dead before.
Yeah,
and it's like it cheapens death and it's cheapens storytelling. Where, and this is another problem that I have with Marvel. It's all the movies feel like setup and cameo fest. I've noticed that fans on Twitter, on YouTube, Instagram,
they're not watching it for the story.
Iron Man shows up. I can't wait till Professor X shows up.
I mean, it's like with
I miss the simple days where it's like I can't wait for Captain America.
Well, Falcon and Winter Soldier is a good example. Like, you remember when and I miss those days, man. When everyone was like, maybe War Machine will show up. I was like, I like that. That's cool because it fits the world. Yeah. But that was it. It was just like, right, Falcon and Sam. Like, where are we going with these two? Now it's like cameo.
That was another
days where we were like, okay, I can't wait till Captain America, Winter Soldier. I can't wait till Civil War.
Now, I was gonna say
the post-credit scenes were set up, not the movie itself. The post-credit scenes were the setup.
Not the
and
movie
that was just like my main problem. Like, not to go at Tom Spider-Man, it's just like that was just my main thing. Was like, why is he teaming up with a lot of people? It's like he's Spider-Man. He doesn't need any of these guys. Like, he doesn't need Iron Man. He doesn't need his other variants of himself.
That's why I said to someone the other day that No Way Home was necessary to set him on that adventure. Now we can get that. Like, I hope they go all in with that, and I hope they do
because like but the way it looks like, and this is my thing. It's starting to be like, okay, if it's a male character's story, you got to have this female character, but it's not the male character's story. It's the female character's story. If you catch my drift, that's what it's been like.
There's a rumored Scarlet Witch movie in the works. So why did they need to do it like this? You could have just done it over there. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's like, because like almost like with
Everyone loves
Shang-Chi,
Scarlet Witch.
like with Shang-Chi was supposed to be the best martial artist, like the best martial artist, but his baby sister could beat him. Thor Ragnarok. I know this is about to happen, but like Thor is probably gonna be a Jane Foster and what's her name? Valkyrie movie. That's what's coming down the pipe. That's what I'm seeing. Like it's with this whole entire phase.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Hello there.
Well, hello.
But yes, I completely agree. And you know what Martin Scorsese, when he said that Marvel movies weren't like real cinema and stuff, I took offense to that. I was like, oh, you're just an old whatever, you don't know. But
now
I'm starting to really agree with it. Like it's just like, you know, it's great that we're fans. We get to see these things, and I don't want to sound ungrateful, you know.
Yeah.
Now that's another thing. We've got to be grateful. Like we've gotten a lot of good shit. Like who would have thought this would have been ever possible that we've had Avengers.
Just go back to the 90s, people. Mid-2000s.
But you know, these movies are feeling like theme park rides where it's just cameo fests and post-credit scenes. And we live in an era now where it's like post-credit scene breakdown. It's like, well, hang on, whoa, slow your roll.
Yeah.
Oh, can we talk about that for a second?
What's the movie saying?
Charlize Theron.
Shout out to 25 people watching. You guys are amazing. Smash the like button.
The Charlize Theron post-credit. Sorry to cut you off. I think she's playing Thea or Clea or whatever.
On the pipe.
That was one of the worst post-credit scenes I've ever seen in any Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Rush.
Oh, girl came with the purple
honest
suit.
opinion on that? That should have been in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, hold on. He asked no questions. He's like, okay, I'll go with you. You're not gonna ask a single question.
She's gonna jump you or something, bro.
The ending of the movie is so weird. When he gets his third eye, he's like, and then he gets his third eye. It sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Step back, Dutch. Step back. You know, he's got his third eye, and then the movie just ends. And then there's a post-credit scene of it. I'm like, you could have ended it better. Like, why not end it with Chavez and him having some lunch? Why not end it with him and Christine having a conversation? Why not end it with him and Wong maybe going somewhere? There's so many better ways you could have ended that movie. It's just like, it's just him going,
The only takeaway I took from that scene is, oh, Charlize Theron is in the MCU. I guess that's
you're
cool.
here. Cool.
That's cool.
And you know what it is? And I'm going to call it what it is. I love Charlize Theron, but this is a trend now that actors and actresses just want to be part of it because it's MCU.
Yeah.
Didn't want to be part of it back in phase 1, did you? You fucking.
Another thing about
Natalie Portman on that one.
That's a good point, Tristan.
Another thing, like, what about like how Wanda was like mistreating Wong all the time? Like, he's the sorcerer.
Man, that was pissing. I was like, you hurt my boy again. I'm gonna make myself go in the movie. And
I'm like, he's the sorcerer supreme, and you're like,
they depowered the sorcerers. I'm like, Wanda's powerful, but she's not that powerful.
They made her OP, man. They made her too OP. Too OP.
Yeah.
Way too OP.
I mean, even in the comic books, Doctor Strange has put Wanda in her place like one time, like a couple of times, especially in the House of M.
Dude, that if Wanda's going off on a rager, he'll sit there in his chair and go, "Excuse me," like, you know how he was throwing Thor around in the Ragnarok like cameo.
Yeah,
if that level, he had more power in that than he had for some of this movie until he possessed his dead self. It's like, which was cool, but it's just like, what are you doing here? Like, this is the former Sorcerer Supreme with the Sorcerer Supreme. Like, what we doing here? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, wait a minute. So she
and there's two of them fighting together.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Like, oh yeah, there was another thing. She escaped the prison that nobody can come out of. Like, nobody.
I didn't like that at all.
Like, it doesn't matter who it is. It could have been Thanos or whatever. Like, once you're caught into that prison, you can't escape, no matter what.
It's the mirror dimension. You're stuck.
Yeah, the mirror dimension. And she's Wanda. Like, no.
I'm gonna say this though. Other than us, because like we read the comics and all that stuff, and we're nerds.
We're nerds.
This phase has not done
Sexy nerds, but you know.
This phase has not done a good job with explaining the film to casuals and regular audience members, because you do got to do that. What you got, like, these movies are not just for us; they're for casuals as well.
Yeah,
it's mostly for the casuals. Let's be
they're
honest.
advertised to us to bring us back to the movies, but they're also advertised to bring in new fans as well. Like it's you know, you want to make sure that you're not. Again, it's the Star Wars thing. It's like, you know, I don't have to go and read a book, paragraph 3, sentence 12, page 152 for something to make sense in the movie that I saw in the movie. It's like, no, fuck off with that shit. Make it make sense in the movie. Like, we don't need to do this. Or you've got to watch 5 shows for the movie to make sense. It's like, you don't have to do this. You can make it all make sense within the movie.
Yeah, I hate how they're saying, oh, you gotta watch this to watch this movie to make
it's okay if it links together, because they've done that for 4 phases. But the reason why it worked in the other 3 is because like if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, if you didn't watch Guardians of the Galaxy, but you watched Infinity War, like let's say Guardians of the Galaxy was the only one you missed out on, you would still know 70% of the information.
Exactly.
You wouldn't know everything, like you know the stones and the Thanos and the Celestials. But you may have watched Avengers: Age of Ultron with Thor, and then seeing this, like you knew some of the information. But now it's just like milking it dry, like across all these different interconnected and interwoven stories. It's too much. Like it's too much for the average person. Like I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful, but I like to go outside. You know, I don't like to sit indoors and just.
I know this is. I know that this is another hot take. But I'd rather Marvel would have just took a break for a year and not put out anything just to recoup.
That's why when they announced these shows, like I was cautiously optimistic, because I was like, okay, we can really, like with shows, you can expand on characters, you can really do more that you couldn't with a movie. But if anything, I don't know. I'm starting to worry that the shows might be a bigger problem than good, because they might.
Well, that's what I kept on saying about these shows too. I got more questions than answers. You feel me? Like
it's okay to have questions if that's their intent, but like it's too many. It's like, whoa, you know.
No offense to Moon Knight. I thought Moon Knight was cool. Whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna go rewatch it.
Fantastic performance, but questions.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go rewatch it. Like, I watched season 2, but I'm not gonna rewatch season 1 because I got like more questions than answers. Like, what's going on? There was times where it's just boring, bro. Like, it kind of dragged on. Like, well, wait a minute. These are the Egyptian gods. What do you mean that they don't know everything? They've been here since you get what I'm saying? Like, there was more questions than answers. Like. So
it's just not the way to do things, you know. It's just it's not necessarily like the problems I have with this movie overall. And I know it sounds like it's all negative. Like there is a lot of positives, but I think this is a conversation that needs to be had, because I've seen no one else talk about it. Like the implications that it has for other movies and other shows that are connected to it. It doesn't bode well. It really doesn't bode well. Like it's not that bad. Like it's not going to go terrible. You know, you still got Kevin there, but it's just like you gotta be fair. Like you gotta be fair where you know you can't keep ragging on DC and kissing Marvel just because
that
it's
is
Marvel.
true. Because you gotta be fair. You gotta be fair because you have some people that were hating on the Batman movie and they're loving on this. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. You're saying that the Batman movie did this and you didn't like that because it was boring in your mind, but you just like cameo.
I've only got 2 USB ports. Oh,
like
Christ.
a cameo fest. I mean, all right.
Yeah, and this was another thing. Like one of my greatest fears was like happened in this movie. Like it was the cameo for the sake of the cameo. That's what.
Right. I'm not. I'm gonna wait. This is a good conversation.
It was the cameo for the sake of the cameo with this whole entire Illuminati thing. It's like,
we should tell them the truth.
Professor X, look, Black
my problem is
Marvel.
they went to the effort of using the OG X-Men theme, the original chair, just to have him go, and then you know, it's like
you don't do that. Like that was my biggest fear with No Way Home.
We've seen
That was
it
my
like
biggest fear with
3
No Way Home.
times, man. Come on.
I thank the Lord for No Way Home that they did not do that. Like they just brought
You know
cameos
what? You
for the
know what?
sake of
This also
cameo.
is a thing. It's like, as much as Marvel existed before the MCU, for all intents and purposes, is the main Marvel timeline. You know, let's just call it what
It is. They kind of.
This is the first time we've seen the proper X-Men, Inhumans, and Fantastic Four literally in there, and this is their entrance.
Comic accurate. Yeah.
And also, can we also talk about this?
The costume design was cool as well.
This is also the phase of just blue balls, blue ball in the fans. Okay.
Yeah.
WandaVision, we get Quicksilver, Ralph Bonner.
I forgot about that. Thanks for bringing that up.
And then this movie,
Jacob's like, you know what, RJ? Screw you.
and then in this movie, we get the Illuminati, and then we get them for like literally 5 minutes. Bam.
Hawkeye's end credit scene as well.
Then they turn into invincible characters. Splatter, blood everywhere. Oh shit.
Honestly, boys, I'm to that point of like, just let me know when the X-Men show up. That's basically what.
I mean, one did.
No, I'm talking about like the actual X-Men, the proper X-Men team. Because I'm like, listen, I'm gonna be 100% on it with you, family. Like, listen, I ain't planning on watching no Echo. I ain't planning on watching no She-Hulk. I ain't planning on watching no Ironheart. I ain't planning on
Miss Marvel. Anyone?
I ain't watching no Miss Marvel. I ain't watching none of that. Like, listen, I'll watch Armor Wars, but I'm like hesitant because I'm glad that they're gonna bring in.
My man Rhodey's been here since the beginning. He deserves his shine.
And you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna put Ironheart up in there, and I'm probably not gonna even watch it no more and everything. And then you got Invasions with Samuel L. Jackson. I'll watch it because of Samuel L. Jackson.
But he's actually spot on.
I'm just telling you like it is. Like
I agree with this one.
I'm not fit to like destroy my eyes to like get these reviews out to the chosen familiar. I'm sorry, I can't do it no more. Like, but wait, King, this is gonna connect. I don't care. Like, I really don't. I'll take you guys on your word. Because there was only one, they only had one show. There was only one show in this phase. Only one show that I actually liked in this phase, and they canceled it. It was Hawkeye. And once you took that away from me, I was
that's
like,
another thing. Like, I haven't even seen the Moon Knight finale yet, but these shows, they cannot stick the landing.
They can't.
The landings are awful. Do you know what? When Endgame happened and Chris Evans was leaving, you know, it took me a while to like, because it came out when I was like a couple of years back, and my maturity wasn't as good. But now that I like to think I'm a bit mature, quote unquote. Now, not really, because I go every 2 seconds. But you know, but when Chris Evans said he was leaving, he said, you know, it's really hard to stick the landing, you know, with that many interconnected, woven stories. Yeah. So that's why he wanted to end on a high. And I'm like, hey, we've got all these great characters. Like we haven't even got Galactus or Doctor Doom. We need Cap. But then at the same time, I'm thinking,
I understand where he's coming from.
He's dead right. He's like, you know, you gotta know when to get off the train before you get pushed off. Like you gotta know the right.
It's like when you've been on a sitcom since you're a kid, and like you're a grown man now, and like you still don't want to get off your sitcom show.
Yeah. I mean, that's
I'm gonna say this
like
though.
The Walking Dead,
Marvel, the MCU now, they gotta just continue a Spider-Man and X-Men. I feel like it's gonna be like my biggest fear, it's gonna be like the comics, where it was just Spider-Man and X-Men in the comics. That's all people cared about. And afterwards,
it's gonna go back to that, I think.
Yeah, I think
they
so.
have no choice because, I mean, God bless Chad, but like, you know, Black Panther, he's gone. I mean, no one likes.
He wasn't in this movie. Jesus.
No one likes Brie Larson as Captain Marvel.
Put it this way: Monica was barely in WandaVision. She's already better. Maria, she was in this movie. What, like 2 minutes? Already better.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Evans doesn't want to be Captain America right now. I mean,
love you really.
You have no choice but to start putting the X-Men in the Spider. They're gonna have. I wouldn't be surprised if they start rushing the X-Men and Spider-Man movies.
They're a very, and also, you know, as much as like when everyone does like a breakdown, it's like, oh my god, holy crap, holy shit, we're getting street level, we're getting Galactus, we're getting Doctor Doom, we're getting Secret Wars, we're getting multiverse. Yeah, bro. It's like, well, hang on, slow down. That's like five different fucking interwoven stories right there that you could focus on, and you're doing all of them at once. Like,
yeah,
whoa, be careful.
It's doomed to
like,
fail.
You don't want to bite off more than you can chew. Like, you know, be careful. Like, be very, very careful. You know, it's like, yo, that's sick, dog. It's like, whoa, just yo. And we'll get to that later. But you know, if you know, you know. But it's just like, you know, Marvel's sitting there, you know, doing all of that, going, oh yeah, we got all of these shows. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. It's like, whoa, hang on, calm down.
Can we go back to like the old days, please?
Are these good?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. I don't want everyone thinking that the earlier phases had some bloomers in there as well. There were some stinkers in there. But my point is, even pre-MCU, earlier movies, like, as I said before with Fantastic Four, aside from the Galactus fart cloud, the movie is good. Like, aside from the fart cloud, aside from that, Silver Surfer was good. Human Torch's arc in that movie was really good. The visuals were good. Doctor Doom was pretty cool. I liked how he was brought in as like a sort of anti-villain kind of thing. Like, it was cool. But with the movies now, you don't get none of that. It's just visual. Like, of course, the movie's going to look good. I expect it to look good for a multi-million-dollar movie. You know, this is why I'm, you know, quality over quantity, you know? And I think when they did their Phase 4 announcements a couple of years back, and they were like, yo, I'm officially happy we're going to get all of these shows. We're going to get all of these shows and movies, all these characters. Oh, my God, we've been here, but let's go here. Are you excited to see where we're going? And then they're like, this character, this character, this character, this character, this character, this character. I'm like, whoa, how do you get us to root for each character?
How do we get there?
How do we connect to each character?
I'm going to still stick with my claim. I still say that Peacemaker is better than all the Marvel shows. I'm still sticking to that claim, bro.
I'm still 50-50 on that one. But
hey, man. Like,
everyone
this
everyone get a t-shirt. Right, everyone get a t-shirt or something to hold. RJ, get one as well.
Wait, what? Oh.
You know what's about to happen. My man ducked. That's it. Right on. There we go. Now, remind me. Oh, for crap! Remind me of the lyrics, gentlemen. Hey, look, we got the Miyagi and Miyagi Do, Cobra Kai, Eagle Fang. Okay, King, are you ready?
Yeah.
Kick us off.
What am I doing?
I'll do it. Do you really, really, really want to taste it?
Want to taste it?
I'll take that any day over. I'm a mother. Ugh.
Oh yeah. And that's another thing. Disney wants James Gunn, so that's a you're gonna pay for that. Like,
my bored, dude.
Yeah, and it sounds like the Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be done too as well after the third one because they wrapped filming a few days ago. And
do you know, I had a strong suspicion once Endgame was done. Right, again, I really love Endgame, but I think everyone's like, oh, we still haven't got Doctor Doom, we haven't got this. I'm like, hang on. There was always a voice in the back of my mind saying, this isn't going to be repeated. Like, it can get bigger and we can do more and have more characters and we can have a multiverse war and we can have Galactus and comic accurate Galactus. We can have all this cool shit and we can have all these cameos and stuff.
But will it be good?
But the likelihood of it being good or to that level, like Endgame, anything that happens now after Endgame is an Endgame Mark II. Like, it's going to try and be that. Like, Endgame had never been done in the history of cinema. Like, you know, you have 20 movies leading to this. Like, it's if you do it now, it's just because it's a sequel to that. You know, it's never going to be repeated like that. And I knew that, and I don't envy them, but at the same time, Marvel have probably made so much money from the Infinity Saga alone. You could spread out these shows and stuff a little bit. You know, you could spread out these movies. We haven't got to have one every month. Like, you could have one every couple of months,
Yeah,
right? A few months.
and that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like I rather like Marvel would have took like a break
Slow
from
it down
like,
a bit, you know?
yeah. I rather than would have took a break and just focus on maybe 1 or 2 shows than give us like 12 shows.
I don't know if
that
it's
were,
the
like,
same for you guys, but you know, when like they bring out a new project, sometimes I'll watch it week to week or all in one. But then I like to rewatch it for a bit of time just to see if I learn anything new.
I agree with
or, you know, it's like if Moon Knight drops weekly. So if it drops weekly, once it's all done, or even if it drops all at once, I like to rewatch it for a little bit, you know, like the full season again, just to maybe see anything new, discover something new, see how I feel, and then grow attached to the characters. You know, you need to give us time with these characters. Like that's what we'll touch on later, what Cobra Kai does so well, because there's so much time in between seasons. You get more attached to someone like Kenny or whoever. It allows you that time to really get immersed in the story and breathe. Let it breathe. But it's just like, have this, 5 of that, 10 of those, 20 of these, 5 of this. It's like,
can you, like you're just asking them, well, Kevin, can you explain the story? No, you'll like it. But I'm a guy that likes to know about the story. No, you're going to like this. All right, Kevin, whatever. All right, man, whatever you tell me.
there's a laser pointing at me right now.
It's just I think that they put out too many of these shows.
Yeah.
I haven't even had the chance to watch the Moon Knight finale. Like I watched Iron Man 2 today instead of it because I'm just not like, you know, my mind's still Doctor Strange. Like I'm still trying to.
Yeah.
Like, there's too many things, you know.
Because
they got Kenobi like in 20 days.
They put. Oh yes, they put the finale the same week as Doctor Strange. Like, come on.
That timing is.
Don't you think it's kind of weird that they put this movie on Mother's Day weekend too, with the crazy lady as mother?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, they put Captain Marvel on International Thingies Day, you know. So
yeah.
Nothing.
Don't you think that's a little on the nose?
King, what would Qui-Gon say? Nothing happens by accident.
Kenobi is coming on soon.
Hey, let me find that Qui-Gon quote. What was it? He says, "Nothing happens by accident."
Nothing happens by accident.
And nothing by yes. Our meeting was not a coincidence. Nothing happens by accident. There you go. Bit of a Qui-Gon quote for you.
Oh, Master, please don't define the council. I do as I must, Obi-Wan.
It's basically his way of saying, listen, fuck them. I'm doing what I want. My Qui-Gon's a pimp. But yeah, like it's, and this is the thing. I know this was meant to be like more of a Doctor Strange kind of focus review, but the thing is, because it's a universe, like the implications, the broader aspects of where this movie connects to, you know, it's the implications long term that this has. And for me personally, like the movie aside, what this movie represents in the aspect of too much being thrown at you at one time, like, you know, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, but even, you know, I'm not even that old, I'm in the early 20s, but even I'm struggling to consume this much content all at once. Like it's too much. Slow it down.
A little bit.
Because I was in LA this week.
Exactly. Like you were on bloody holiday, and you know, King, you work and I work. Like, you know, even if you're a teenager in school, like you've got your homework to do, you got, you know, stuff to do. Like if you're someone that genuinely sits all day looking at your TV, then all the power to you. But I can't do that 24/7. I can't do it.
But that's why I just said when Jacob left, like, I don't expect me to like keep up with every single Marvel show coming forward.
I mean,
like these next.
Put it this way, you know me, I'm a completionist, but
yeah,
even the completionist in me doesn't like Miss Marvel. Not watching that. Moon Knight, I've struggled to finish that. She-Hulk, I'll watch it if Daredevil's in it. You know, if Daredevil's in it. Armor, like realistically, what we've got coming up in terms of just Marvel shows, Armor Wars is the only one I'm looking forward to for Rhodey.
Armor Wars and Invasions. That's the only two that I like genuinely care about. And like I just got this like vibe that they're just about to like screw it up. Like I don't know why. I am a person that lowers my expectations really good.
And the thing is, if you're lowering your expectations, for me, that's usually indicative of the products that you've been getting from said thing you've been watching. That's not like, you know, you want to temper.
You're not trying to be a hater.
Like you don't want to, you know, there are fans out there that, you know, they lower their expectations because they're just miserable fuckers. You know, they don't want to have fun. But if you're lowering your expectations, it could just be because sometimes you're just getting too much. Like and the probability of 10 things coming at you, the probability of each one of those things being good, very slim.
Yeah, that's why I just rely on my chosen familia to do the work for me. You just let me know how that show goes, little Buckaroo you and everything. Like,
oh, Buckaroo. Whippersnappers.
Yo.
I just want my boy Rhodey to get shine. That's why I'm excited for that. I'm like,
yeah.
If you want me to say something also controversial, Rhodey should have been with the original Avengers. I'm just saying, like he's been in it since day one. He should have been in the original movie. That was, why didn't they do that? Even if he like, I mean, come on, like it's Rhodey. Fuck's sake.
I mean, you telling me that Rhodey would not step in to help his boy Tony? Like, if the aliens were like coming down, like
at least had him in the final battle. Like, come on.
Well, then again, it is Josh Whedon, but that's a whole nother ballgame. Like,
well, you know what? When it gets to Age of Ultron, and I saw Falcon and War Machine in the promos, I'm like, oh, finally, they're in the movie for 2 minutes. And now, I'm not going to outright say it because I don't want myself to be demonetized. But based on how Justice League plays out, I now know, upon reflection, why Falcon and War Machine are in Age of Ultron for about 2 minutes. Just saying. You can instill the nuance and see what I'm trying to get at. King. So is this the equivalent of? I mean, we could have had 3.
Yes, Josh, sweetie pie. This is for you. Like, you know.
Because honestly, I hated that. I was like, why the hell are Falcon and War Machine not in this movie more? Like, you've got bloody Ultron bots flying everywhere. They're perfect for that. Like,
yeah, they could have took him out real quick, man.
And then they brought him in at the end.
But the Russo brothers hooked us up in Civil War. So like,
using your emoji now, man.
Yo, yes.
It's like that rock.
But the Russo brothers, like they hooked us up in Civil War though. So you know, shout out to them. Like, you know,
yeah, they made it right in that movie. They're like, hey, you know what? Black Panther, Falcon, War Machine, Okoye. Wait, was she in Civil War?
Yeah, it was Civil War. That's when all 3 of them were in there. Yeah.
Hang on, Okoye wasn't in Civil War, was she?
No, she wasn't.
Oh, it was what's her name? The other one. I think she's in yeah, she's one of the Dora Milaje. But you know,
yeah.
It was the made right.
Yeah.
That moment. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
I mean, put it this way: it gets to Avengers Endgame, and Don Cheadle says this was the first movie he felt like an Avenger.
That's bad, bro.
That's actually quite sad. Yeah, I was watching Iron Man 2. When I was watching Iron Man 2, I was like, hey, man, I remember being so hyped when I saw this in 2010. Right. I was like, boy, fucking, you remember that trailer with like Tony and War Machine?
Yeah,
I was hyped when I saw that trailer.
It's going to tickle a little bit.
No, bust his bunker with the ex-wife. With the what?
Yeah.
What?
Hammer Tech? Yeah. And then, where is that dude? Fucking Armor Wars. But it's like, Jesus.
Yeah,
Punisher will be in Armor Wars as well.
Armor Wars. I mean, yeah, I just got a vibe that they're gonna probably put in Ironheart, and I would not want that to happen. I want it to have its own thing, but you know,
going back to what we were saying about cameos, like No Way Home had cameos. Like Daredevil appears in it as a cameo, and it's like, oh my god, holy shit! But it's a sweetener to the movie. It's cherry on top of a great movie. Like it's not the defining factor. You know, that's what this movie did wrong.
Yeah.
No, you're just. Oh, it's just the rest of the bots. Underrated action scenes. Pretty dope. Yeah. Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it was a pretty solid thing. But I think to round off for like the next 5 minutes of Doctor Strange 2, and then we can move to a nice happier topic. Yes, we're talking about Cobra Kai for the 50th fucking time, but at least this time there's actually something. There's actually something to talk about for once.
It's earned.
It's earned. But with what do you think of Moon Knight? I haven't seen the finale, but it's great so far. But
I thought Moon Knight was okay.
Doctor Strange 2 overall, don't spam. Doctor Strange 2, 6 out of 10, good time. Go into the movie expecting a horror movie, and not in the oh my god it's bad. Just go into it expecting it as a horror. Think of it like you're watching a Saturday evening horror movie with your crew. Just think of it like that, and you'll enjoy yourself. It's don't go into this as a Marvel fan. I'm just saying. Yeah, because I've seen reviewers, and I won't name them, but they've used this excuse that in the comics this is a regular thing, so Marvel fans will love it. I don't love it. I hate it in every ounce of it.
You know what they did with the Batman? They're like, it's too dark.
It's Batman.
You can't see anything.
It's Batman. It's Batman.
You can't see that. That's the
point.
Gotham. Oh, shit. It's because they want and I love the Dark Knight trilogy. You know me. That shit fucking. Anytime I hear I'm like, oh, let's go. But Nolan's movies are more brightly lit, even at night. There's a great shot in I think Dark Knight or Batman Begins. When he's standing on the top of the building, and the sky is blue, it's all blue.
Yeah. That was clean.
That was cinematic gold. But everyone's so used to that, and they think that's the true depiction of Batman.
Not really.
No.
Matt Reeves got it right.
He ain't in Metropolis.
Or Chicago. But that's a whole nother story.
But yeah, just to round off, Doctor Strange 2, I do recommend watching it. You'll have a good time, but there's a lot. If you're watching this far in and you spoiled yourself. Not that you could be spoiled much. We basically called it all before we watched it anyway, and that's another problem that went against it. We knew the movie before we watched it.
Yeah, you didn't do a good job as the storytelling aspect. When your friends can just guess the movie real quick without watching it, it's not good.
Yeah, and we live in this time where even they said that Kevin was like, "Why are you leaking Captain Carter and stuff?" Or why are you revealing it in the trailers? Why are you putting that stuff out there? Leave it to leave it ambiguous. Let us discover stuff in the movie.
Jacob, you know what I'm talking about. You're still young enough in that age where we still had the wow factor on a lot of stuff. We didn't. This is pre-internet.
I'll give you a good example, right? I know you're not the biggest. I know you guys aren't fans of Doctor Who, but there was a character in season 1 that was basically a whiny bitch. His name was Mickey Smith, right? He was a whiny bitch that was just pathetic. In season 2, this dude became a G. He became a bat. He pointed guns at villains and stuff. He grew as a character, and then he left halfway through the season. And then by the finale, he pops up. No one knew this. No one knew anything about it. He just pops up, and we're like, "Oh shit, he's back!" It's stuff like that where it's it throws you off. You're like, "Hang on, oh shit, they're back!" It's it's that kind of stuff I miss. Yeah.
I mean, I'll just take an example with Dragon Ball Z, man. You had the wow factor when you got to the hits. When Goku turned Super Saiyan for the first time, you didn't know anything. We didn't have no internet, so this was already out in Japan. But when it came to America, and you saw that as the first time as a kid, oh my goodness, you're like, oh my gosh, this actually
about to go down now.
Yeah, when you just see Goku turn into Super Saiyan, and he says, "You're gonna pay for this, Frieza," and stuff like that. His speech
on that.
Ally to good, dead to you.
Great point. Sorry to cut you off. Is I enjoyed watching Sonic 2 more than this.
Ooh, whoa!
When me and Shimun saw it. Shout out to you, Shimun, if you're watching. Honestly, we had so much fun. If you were a kid watching Sonic 2, you'd freaking love it. As an adult, it's kiddie, but you know what you're getting into. Yeah. But it's funny. It was just a good time. This movie just had me conflicted, and not conflicted Civil War way, conflicted why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Why is this the direction we're taking?
You go in the Kylo Anakin route, like you're just conflicted.
Yeah, and it's just like, and I'm sat there, and I'm looking at the movie. I'm looking at the movie before it hits like theatrical release. And I'm like, this is the only copy. I'm like, I know what I have to do, and then just start slamming it against the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that bad, but it's just
it's not
the general feelings around the movie are very
yeah. I'll just put it this way. If Rotten Tomatoes gives a Marvel movie 80%, that's not good.
Yeah, you look at it, they given first of all, Rotten Tomatoes is just
it's awesome.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, they're protected by Disney. Like,
they're protected, motherfucker.
Yeah,
they're protected by Disney. Like, it's a Disney website thing. But you get what I'm saying. If they're kind of hinting like,
It's just but that's my overall thoughts on Doctor Strange 2. I've said what I needed to say. Do you guys have anything else you wanted to add?
No,
I think we're kind of all in unanimous agreement.
Watch No Way Home. That's all.
Yeah, go watch No Way. Like, I will rewatch No Way Home again and again. Like, I will gladly watch that. Like, I would rewatch that 100 times than watch this 3 times.
Yeah.
What's the most underrated superhero movie in your guys' opinion? Days of Future Past is extremely. Dare I say it? Days of Future Past handled time travel better than Endgame.
Yes,
and I love
it
Endgame, but it handled it better.
It did.
Like, there was,
and I don't even like the time travel aspect of stuff. I think it's like only
it can be
basically Back to the Future can do it or whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Like, this is why when me and Darius were talking about this on the Star Wars stream we did the other day, I wouldn't mind a what if show for Star Wars, like seeing a what if kind of events thing. That would be pretty cool. That would be. I think that would be cool. Yeah. But, anything multiverse or time travel, get that out of there.
It doesn't end up good, man. It just ends up for lazy writers, bro. Like that's what multiverse is. It's just basically like I don't have to try because if I fail, I know that I still pass. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's not the real cut. Is always a good backup.
Yeah. So, RJ, do you have any final thoughts on?
Or unless RJ, do you have anything else?
I just don't know what. I'm just worried about the future of Marvel. Where, I mean, if DC's does some good, that's great. But like I said, I want both to do good. But for all the ones that compete with each other, for all the compete like Marvel and DC and stuff.
Yeah, we don't do that shit.
You guys over there, y'all better be worried because this shit right here. It's not like it's
possible.
It's like I said earlier. Like right now, if you're just taking this space against DC space, that one Batman movie beat every one of those movies, in my opinion.
As RJ said it.
Because you can't put No Way Home because that's a Sony property. So what else do you got? Can't have Black Widow because that's Phase 3. So what else do you got? You don't got nothing else.
That's another thing before we transition. Stop killing characters and giving them prequels. Stop that shit. It's annoying.
Yeah, but let's talk about something positive.
But let's talk about something fun for like a good hour or so. Let's dive into some. Hey, you know what? I need to say it one more time. It's happening. It's happening.
September 9th, baby.
September 9th. The team up is happening. Miguel and Robbie.
Can we talk about how early it's coming? That's crazy.
Fuck yeah. Oh man, boys. I've said so much on it. I've done live streams. Tristan, it depends. If they're prequels like the Star Wars prequels that enhance the story, then yes. If they're just done after characters are killed, then no. But I've got a video coming. Video came tonight. I've got a video tomorrow and the day after that. So, RJ, and then King. You have the floor, my dude. Say whatever you'd like. And just for you, I'm going to put Sam in the background.
First off,
And put some respect on my boy's name. Fucking, he started the Sam is the goat shit. I don't want to see anyone else taking credit for that.
First off,
Throwing it out there.
we gotta talk about that trailer.
Would you like me to pull the trailer up?
Please, 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 please. Because
look, there's already videos coming out. Just to cut you off. There's already on my feed. There's already videos talking about Multiverse of Madness Wanda controversy. See, I said it. What did I say? I said it.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
But are you guys shocked that it's coming out September? Like,
yeah, that's a bit quick for me. Well, not for me. Just
like,
quick.
But I'm gonna. I said this to Shamoon though. Let's savor the anticipation and the wait going in. Let's savor season 5 when it comes out, because I think it's gonna be a while before we get season 6. It's gonna be a while, and that tells me
a while.
Like, and also at the event, the way they were talking about like the future of Cobra Kai, like John, Josh, and Hayden, it wasn't. They weren't talking about season 6 like it's confirmed. I think they're gonna focus on that new Netflix show after season 5 is released.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a while before we get season 6.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Season 5. I dare I say, and I was talking when I was on TCK stream, or when we were on TCK stream yesterday, we said this. Season 6 might very well be the last season.
I think so.
I think season 5 is the setup. Season 5 is going to end up on literally like the one United Dojo endgame cliffhanger type thing, and then season 6 is the endgame. I wouldn't be shocked. I really wouldn't be surprised. But lads, what a trailer!
Oh yeah,
love it. And this isn't my favorite trailer that they've ever done. This is probably low on the.
I think it's my favorite date announcement trailer.
But the thing is, the beauty of this trailer is this isn't my favorite trailer compared to any of the trailers that they've done. But I like that this trailer gets the point across what it needs to. It doesn't do anything that it doesn't need to do. It is exactly what it needs to be.
Real quick, guys, I just want to say one thing. Like, don't you think it's kind of funny? Like all the stuff that we were predicting in season 4, it's happening in season 5, though. Like, I just wanted to just say what goddamn, I'm just saying,
I don't mean to brag, but.
I just don't mean to brag, but we were saying this stuff but we didn't get everything that we wanted in season 4, but they listed us and gave it to us in season 5. Don't tell me they don't be listening, man. Don't.
Just like that. Just like that. Now, lads, who would like to go through the trailer? Like, do you want to share your screen, RJ, and go through it? For you, or?
I think we could all just go through and we could say which part, because I have a lot to I got so much.
Shout out to Red here, OG Red. He's been here since
day one. This dude,
this man's been in every bloody version of Cobra Kai. Hey, RJ.
No, this is no.
Oh my God,
no! Another RJ variant. Yo,
we've got another one. I
kind of left at the fact that he didn't want to be Kenny a couple of years, a year ago, but now he wants to be Kenny now.
Yo, my screen's gone off. Can't see anything. Oh God, give me a sec, guys. My screen's bloody gone off. Oh, for Christ's sake.
Man. For your phone?
Wait, what happened? Wait.
His screen went off.
Oh shit, he's frozen. It's our stream now. What's up, people?
This is what happens. Now you got 2 black guys that run the stream now.
Hold on. I'm gonna get a drink right quick. I'll be right back.
Bet.
All right. Take over the stream, King.
Yes, I am the king, and that means I win. Oh man. What's going on, peoples? How y'all doing tonight? We are on a little hiatus for a minute. We have a little bit of technical difficulties with the Kings of Pop Culture, but we shall be back in the next couple of seconds. Just give us a small little break.
Man, this is some bullshit right here, man. What the fudge?
Now we are back to our sponsors. Hello,
you know what? On that little comment that was said, I've got it on my phone. I heard what you both said. I don't like to brag, but Hollywood's all about whatever. I mean, look what I'm just saying. Just saying. And I'm not all like, hey, I got 2 black dudes on the stream, but hey, just saying, Hollywood might want to put some work.
We got no man.
I just think right now. Now you know what? You know what I did right while I was laughing. I hit airplane mode on the keyboard. That's what happened.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I'm plugged into the Ethernet just so that if I hit it, it doesn't happen again. Oh Jesus Christ! Now I look like a mug for laughing at RJ's variant in the corner.
Oh man,
it looks just like him. Like Kenny's in a way RJ's main character variant, but it looks just like RJ.
Yeah, RJ got too many variants.
RJ, we got too many variants, bro, man. The hell. Now again, Kylo's hair in this just awful.
Mr. JoJo.
I love how with this you can already visually tell the difference between Silver and Kreese's dojo. Like Kreese is more classic, old school, and Silver's is more like stylized. It's more jazzy. It's more money infused. There's brighter colors. Look, how much ego do you need? Kreese had a little picture of him on a wall. The gun holding one. Look at Silver's one in the corner.
He got a freaking
face all over the thing.
He got like a 100 wide screen on him, dude.
Yeah, he's just like, I want to. But the thing is, this layout looks exactly like the dojo from last season, or like the last few seasons. So they're using the same soundstage, I think. They just they just built around it, I think. But with the way this plays out, I wonder if they'll use the strip mall location ever again. No,
because there's so many dojos around the area. I think this is the main.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they just brought back the old dojo just for nostalgia's sake.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's just like what Cody was saying in his one video. Is like he's planning on putting each dojo where Daniel and the Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang students are reminded that, hey, we beat you guys.
I like that. I like that. That's good. And there's a nice sort of shot after this. Now I want to be careful because I want to get copyright claimed. But this right here, like the gold and like this sort of gold mosaic with the water sprinkling down it, I love that.
Oh, that's definitely Terry flexing.
Oh yeah, he's flexing that. But and then look, this is going to be early on in the season of him closing down Miyagi-Do. But I got to be honest, I'm sick of seeing Miyagi-Do close, man. Like, can we not? Like, no more.
Well, did you guys talk about what we were talking about on Friday, Jacob? About Miyagi-Do might being like, burnt down.
Oh no, I haven't spoke about that.
Yeah. Shout out to TCK. But like I remember TCK talking about this in one of our streams. I forgot which one it was. We did so many that
we've done loads.
Have you noticed that the creators have been talking about a lot of fire lately or whatever? Like, have you noticed that they got fire in the logo? They got fire. I mean, Hayden Schlossberg, he's talking about fire. Like freaking Chosen and Terry Silver. Like, I'm the gasoline or whatever.
Yeah. Like, they're really hinting at something fire.
Bro, I think, and shout out to TCK because he's the one that came up with this theory. I think what's gonna happen is like the way that we can get the United Dojo is there has to be a common purpose. And like burning down Miyagi-Do, that's pretty severe.
Yeah, like
Like
it could
I think
play out like a
that's
heartbreaking scene. Seeing Miyagi-Do be burned to the ground like that, and they were like, this means everything to Daniel. Tori could
yeah,
have a real connection to this with her training with Daniel. I got a video coming on about that.
yeah,
Then you've got, Robbie that started his adventure here. You've
yeah,
got Miguel learning a new trade here. You've
yeah.
got Eli reforging his soul here. Like, and then Johnny, learning another style to help him in life here.
Dimitri protecting himself.
Dimitri's whole life is now Miyagi-Do. It's just, I think it could literally be heartbreaking as well. And for everyone in the comment section, what I said was that the one thing we could compare it to is in Half-Blood Prince when the Weasley house is burned, like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, shout out to
Just like
TCK. TCK was the one that came up with this theory, and like me and Darius and Jacob were talking on Friday, and we were just like, I think it was either me or Darius that said it. Say, you know what, TCK might have a point because RJ, have you noticed that the creator's been talking about a lot of fire lately?
Yeah, and he was right because they did a lot of.
And the thing is, like, they've been mentioning fire for quite a while now. And in the earlier seasons, I would have said no. But at this point in the game, the level
Terry Silver doesn't care, bro.
that is introduced in Terry Silver, all bets are off. Like, we're on Karate Kid 3 territory here. This dude's going to be sneaking into people's houses, hiding in chimneys. Like, we're in uncharted territory, folks. We're about to jump the shark.
This is I really do feel like now I still think season 3 is the best season, but I feel like you gotta stop going into seasons where there's not even just Cobra Kai, but like Marvel, DC, Star Wars general. Stop saying that this is gonna be the best property. Stop saying it's gonna be the best season. Like we gotta stop doing that.
Recency bias.
Recency bias. But
it's new, so it's the best.
I do think that season 5. I think season 5 has the potential
to be
over number 3
to be the Breaking Bad season of
because it's got season 3 vibes all over it. Mark 2.
It's no holds bar with Terry Silver now, man. Like he got multiple personalities. Like I was saying that to Jacob the other day. I think in the bath, I mean in the steam room, I think he's probably talking to himself or whatever.
Yeah. Why would it be Daniel or Johnny?
Well, this is what I was saying. It'd be a bit weird. Like he's there, like shirtless, naked.
That won't fly in today's.
And then Daniel and Chosen just walk in, or Mike even, and they're like, "You son of a bitch," and he's like, "Playing with fire." I'm like, I don't know. Like I'm thinking.
I think he might be talking to himself, dude. Like he's like saying, like, "No, this." Yeah. I mean, but yeah, because the thing was, RJ, what we were saying was on Friday, like, how can we get everybody in one united dojo, like Jacob was talking about, and burning down Miyagi-Do, that's gonna be like, yo, like, okay, like, even if you are on Cobra Kai, you can even say like, yo, that's like, wow,
Can we start the? Is this the first shot, like new shot, Jacob, of the trailer? Cause I want to break it down like shot by shot.
Oh, that's what. I got.
Okay. Okay, this one right here. Terry Drip Silver.
Well, I mean, the bit that we were saying a second ago, RJ. I mean, look at Kreese had one image on one wall of him holding a gun. Look at Silver. Look at these fucking.
He has the ego.
Yo, this man's making it seem like Mayweather Productions over here. Like he's got Mayweather. He's like Floyd Mayweather, like just throwing money everywhere. Like he's everywhere. Like Cobra Kai.
I'll bring Barbara back.
TM, the Mayweather team, the Silver team. You might as well just call it that.
And the RJ
variant. Silver team.
This dude is going to make this is the most evil Cobra Kai has looked.
Wait, can you guys see the arrow? Yeah. There we go. Just carry on.
This is the most evil Cobra Kai has looked in any of the movies, in any of the seasons of Cobra Kai.
You might be getting that black and white season that you're talking about, Jacob.
As I said, in the One United Dojo video, this show has been so grey from the beginning. A line needs to be drawn now. A line, not just in the sand, like metaphorically, like a literal line of these are the good guys, these are the bad guys. We need to draw a line. Cobra Kai is now being set up as the big bad. Like, it's come full circle. Like, Cobra Kai is now being set up as the big bad that it was in the original. Like, it's now there, you know? It's even with, like, I love Kyler, but his hair's fucking awful. We're going to get Kenny out of there. But even
JoJo star haircut.
You've got, just the look and the feel. It feels like Cobra Kai is establishing itself as the big bad. Like, it's and this is why I think, on what you're saying there, is season 5, potentially 6, we're in the endgame territory now.
Yeah.
Bullshit. But we're in that endgame territory. I know people might not want to hear it, but you got to end it on a high. You can't end it on a shit.
Guys, they're probably gonna come back and do a movie anyway.
Yeah. Like, how great would it be if it ends on a season 6 endgame and then you have a movie like Karate Kid 4, the real Karate Kid 4?
The creators are too much of fans to like just end it like just with a show.
Yeah.
They're gonna go out on
imagine Karate Kid 5, like.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Barnes is the protagonist. I mean, the antagonist in the movie, and he doesn't come to the show.
This obviously he's closing Miyagi-Do, but I think that people are not asking, what does this mean for characters like Hawk, Dimitri, like. Because obviously we know that Sam will stop training for a while.
Sam, Tori, Robbie, and Miguel are all going to be lone wolves again, just like in season 3 again.
Yeah. It's going to be up to like Hawk. It's sort of going to be like bringing the band back together type of thing. Like, I think it's going to be one of those things where like everybody splits apart, they go their own way. There's big falling out. Yeah. And it's going to take, once again, shout out to TCK. I think it's going to take Miyagi-Do burning down to the ground for them to all just rise up and say, like, all right, enough is enough. That this guy got
something to kick them into gear. Now, imagine this. On that, if Miyagi-Do burns to the ground, let's say the season plays out like we think it will. One United Dojo. Could you imagine a scene where everyone chips in to rebuild the dojo? I'm talking Robbie, Miguel, Johnny, Chosen, Daniel, Eli, Dimitri, Sam, Tori, Kenny, Sean.
And you just see Kreese come out of nowhere and just say, like...
Yeah. They all rebuild it together. Like, it's... Because as much as, they're like, oh, but then Cobra Kai will jump the shark. Like, true, but Terry is in this show now. So it's not completely impossible anymore. Like, we're not in that season 4, like the first 4 seasons territory.
Because the thing about John Kreese is John will just only attack his enemies. He's not gonna go attack the old lady across the street or anything like that. Terry Silver,
he don't care.
You don't give a shit.
You're expendable.
I don't know, man. Like he looked like the type of dude that'll push an old lady down the stairs and just say it was her fault. Like,
like the scary movie when the old lady gets sent down the stairs.
I'm just saying, man. She was in my way.
Yeah, and then
my boy here. There you go. There's my bro. There's my little broski. Look how badass you look, son.
Kenny is going to be a menace this season.
And this is the guy that said he didn't want to be called Kenny. Now he embraces it.
Hey, I say embrace it. You in a minute, you sock a guy right in the face. Like
when you punch that dude, he's like, "Jah!" It's like, damn.
This is dude. You know, this is actually quite creepy. Is Terry moving chess pieces like he's still at war? It's
dude, but didn't we talk about this in the stream? Didn't we talk about this in the stream? How he's gonna have the big old map and like he's putting like pieces around the valley.
Do you know what it reminds me of, King? It reminds me of Cutler Beckett in Pirates of the Caribbean. Like,
it's just business.
Just business. And then look at my boy here chatting up the girls. Good man. I'm proud of you.
He's gonna get Leah into Cobra Kai.
The Lawrence charm warmed off on you, sir.
You're gonna get Leah to like participate in Cobra Kai, Kenny?
He might.
Look at that right there.
He's going at so many territories.
Shout out to Strike, but he was like talking about how Terry was gonna put like dojos in every single area that Daniel has his dealerships in, and we did talk about that. Like we did
even then, Daniel doesn't have that many dealerships. He only got 3 or 4. Like this is like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Dude, like I think Strike even said like don't call him on this or whatever, but like they're thinking about putting like one in front of Daniel's house just so he can like can't even sleep correctly. Oh my goodness, that would be horrible.
Wait, who had to like? Oh my God, Jesus! He did that, but this to me, it just shows that Silver last season was the prelude. This is Silver season right here.
Yeah, this is Silver season.
Like that trailer, even the thumbnail of the date announcer trailer. It's Silver in his army.
Think about the Terry Silver teaser that we got. You know, a man can't stand, he can't fight. That was a teaser for season 4, but a trailer for this. Like that's what that is, and that's called storytelling, people.
I mean, the fact that we said that, you know, Kreese was going to get betrayed because of differences that happened.
You said that. You said that.
I know I did, but I wanted to give it a little bit of love to the Kings too, because without Jacob,
you know what? I say King. Fuck it. You were the first person I've ever heard to.
You were the first one to say it.
You know what? How about this?
And then Ken Cole said it.
I'm just saying, man. Like, listen. Shout out to Ken Cole because that dude's cool too.
Oh, shout out to you, Ken Cole, if you're watching.
If you're watching,
because I was saying like this. Kreese and Terry Silver are both alpha males. There's no way that both of them are gonna have.
Think about to our earliest streams, like, I never really championed it as much, but I always said that in Karate Kid 3, it was fascinating to me how Kreese is the OG villain, but he's in the shotgun seat. Like Silver's in the driving seat. How is this gonna work? You know, and then you're like, "Whoa, what if they turn again?" And Ken Cole, shout out to you, said it could be a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
and it wasn't. Because the thing is, it's not shocking people. It's just if you understand storytelling.
Yeah, I mean, because remember, like
enough stuff.
I mean, if you see enough stuff, you just like eventually, your ego. If he wasn't gonna get betrayed in this, I mean, in season 4, he was definitely gonna get betrayed in.
Because remember we said that, you know, him betraying him, the seed could have been planted at the end of season 4 to happen in season 5. They pulled it early, so they must have done it for a reason. Yeah,
I mean, think about it, because like, there's a lot of things that Silver will want to do where Kreese will probably like second guess it, saying like, no, we're not gonna do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because Kreese is like wants to keep it local. Silver wants to make it an empire. So
yeah, as the Emperor of Cobra Kai, baby. Shout out to you, Ken Cole, again as well, because you're the only other person I know that likes the good Star Wars comparisons. Everyone else gave me shit for 2 years about that. Well, that's
so looks like Johnny's
drinking.
Okay, yeah, I have this one right here. I have a theory on this.
After Miguel and Robbie have a bit of a spat,
I think that this is during the Miguel and Robbie fight scene at the apartment, and I think that Johnny, right? I think this could go either one or two ways. Johnny meets Chosen, right? They had the funny banter. Oh yeah, you kick this guy's ass too? Oh, sweet. Chosen, I think Chosen's gonna see that Johnny is kind of like him in ways where he just wants to get stuff done and let's take the fight to his ass. And I think Daniel, you know that funny bit at the end where Daniel was like, no, we're not gonna chop his head off. We all know that Chosen would gladly do it, but I think that Chosen is gonna get a bit frustrated on Daniel. Like, okay, you wanted me to stop. You wanted me to stop this guy, right? We ain't stopping him. He's building dojos all over the valley. He's kicking everybody's ass. We ain't doing shit. Like, and you know the show loves parallels. I think it's a parallel to Johnny, how he felt in episode 5, and he's like, "Yo, let's take the fight to his ass. Let's kick his ass.
Let's take him. We need to take him down. We need to kill the cancer before it even starts, man. Like, you know, that's what Johnny.
I think that Johnny and Chosen, because I really think this is Chosen. Why would okay? For one, why would there be another person in the shot with Johnny sipping a beer? Like, come on. Now, another theory, Daniel could be there with them.
Look at the shirt.
Yeah, the shirt is somebody that Chosen.
Look at the shirt. It's very tropical. It's very Chosen.
Yeah.
And
also, Daniel could be there. They could just be. He could be out of the shot.
Hey,
but
man,
I think
Daniel's villains are about to pull up against his former villains.
So I think that Chosen and Johnny are gonna be
good friends.
Let's go scout. Let's go see what's going. Let's go spying. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
And I think this is Johnny's first time seeing what in the hell is going on. Like, oh my god.
I think what's gonna happen is, like, you know, Johnny and Robbie, they're gonna go to Mexico, but like the dojos are gonna be built by the time they get back.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
just like we were talking about last year.
Just like we were talking about last year. Miguel, Robbie, and Johnny, they're out in the valley, and then the cavalry arrives. Baby.
And it doesn't take that long to build.
Told you guys
to build a karate dojo. It doesn't take super long to build that.
You know?
Yeah,
you set the foundations, you fill it, you put the mats down there.
And Silver could make it work.
Fill the holes, remeasure,
make him in there. So and I think that at the beginning where like he's like putting stuff, like he's mapping out stuff. I think that's episode 2, where it's a montage. It starts up with a montage, like boom, bam.
God, look at his duck face impression.
Yeah,
like the Instagram selfies.
Dude, look at Kenny, bro. He looks fucking
man. Hey, my man here looks fucking composed. I mean, even Kyler, but that hair, bro. Jesus.
It's obviously that Kenny, Tori, and Kyler are his 3 best students right now.
Yeah. And he already knows that Tori isn't down for the set, so he's gonna
that scene's gonna be hard. Oh boy, that scene's gonna be hard to watch.
I mean, I was saying this. I don't know if you heard me say it, RJ, and I've got a video on this coming tomorrow. So if anyone else says it first, they got it from me. Is you know how this show does reversals and parallels? What if we're all thinking Anthony or Sam or whoever trains with Silver in secret, yada yada yada? What if, as a fuck you to Silver, Daniel trains Tori against him?
Yes.
Yeah, we did talk about that on Friday.
And in that, like, this is a little spoiler for my video coming tomorrow. But essentially, what happens is the minute she mentions the word Quicksilver, that sparks him saying, "I know what this guy does to kids. This is bad. I need to stop."
And also, that could be why he's telling Amanda, no.
Yeah, no, we need to stop him because she's gonna get hurt really bad.
Yeah.
And also
Daniel and Tori don't have a lot of scenes
together. She's punching stone, like she's not punching.
Stone.
That's a bit
And what I think could be interesting is I think the Quicksilver method's changed. It's not the same. Silver's changed it a bit.
Yeah.
And what will happen is Tori will say Quicksilver method to Daniel. Daniel will assume it's the one he was taught, teach her how to defend against that so she minimizes her injury. And then when she's doing it, Silver will recognize it. You know how like Daniel recognized
I didn't teach you that.
like Cobra Kai using Miyagi-Do in the tournament and that theme was playing? How much of a fuck you little bastard, to Silver would it be if Silver's looking at Tori doing the Quicksilver method, but it's not the one he's teaching her, it's the one he taught Daniel.
Yeah.
And he's like, I never taught you that. How do you know that?
In the trailer.
I know that you know.
That might be a scene. That's going to be a scene that's going to be hard to watch because that's a torturous scene.
Yeah. Because like the thing is, he knows that she's loyal to Kreese no matter what. Like, because I was telling Jacob and Darius the other day, I said, like, you know what? What if like Tori is actually seeing Kreese in secret, but like one of the Cobras like tells Terry, but like Tori doesn't know that Terry knows. So that's where he brings out the Quicksilver method to like punish her. You feel me?
Look, this is going to be a scene that's hard to watch.
Yeah,
because
he's gonna put her through the ringer.
She's punching Stone, right?
Yeah, Stone.
That is.
That's what I mean. I think his Quicksilver method's changed, and he's gonna be like, "How did you know how to do that? I didn't teach you that. That's not my Quicksilver method. There's only one person I taught that one, and then that's the reversal."
Yeah.
But then at that point it'll be like, I know that you know that I know.
Bro, when Kreese see Tori's knuckles,
oh
whoo,
man. Like, and this is the thing, like, as much as I love Chosen and all that stuff, it'll be cool.
I want to see Kreese fight Silver. I want to see Kreese fight Silver.
Like, Kreese needs a power buff because, in my opinion,
telling y'all,
his fights have really been. He's been weak, if I'm being honest. So in prison, you buff that guy, and then
I'm telling y'all guys, give us the Uncle Iroh with Sensei John Kreese. If you guys watch Avatar, you know what I'm talking about. My man Uncle Iroh, like pumping iron getting in the gym, getting ready to whoop.
It could be a parallel to how Johnny felt when he saw Miguel hurt and Robbie was in the dojo. Now Kreese does it. He rolls up to Silver like, you putting my freaking basically granddaughter through this shit. What the hell?
Now Kreese starts to understand Johnny and
Dude, like he's gonna come in like Jacob was talking about. I came here to collect what's mine. Like,
she's basically Kreese's daughter that he never had.
That's more or less. You know.
Now I think in this scene, I think that I said this earlier, yesterday.
Daniel looks like he's about to say "fuck you."
He does. Fuck you, man. No, but I think that
Corny, I love you.
Corny, I love you. Shout out to TC.
Love you, man.
Shout out to my man.
I think that we all have this thing with Amanda and Daniel where she tells them to take the high road and just stop. She can't. And in seasons 1 through 3, she's been right.
Yeah,
more or less.
She has been. Especially when it comes to John. In season 1, she was right. Like, okay,
but that's because John Kreese. You know where you stand with him. You know. He will do unpredictable shit, but you know his code. Silver, I love you. You have no idea.
Amanda, I love you, but you're wrong on this. You had to let Daniel step in. You have to let him do it.
Hey, bro, I'm just saying, Daniel looks like he's about to do some Soprano shit this season. I think this
look at how he's dressing, man.
I think this might be Daniel's best season. I'm just throwing that out there.
But I also think I said it earlier that I think that he's gonna try to take down Silver, not just by karate, but by the business side. He was coming back.
You go for my man's wallet. He's taking in for everything he's got.
Like, look how he's dressed in the trailer. Look how he's acting. He's like, oh.
And if you notice, like when they go to the with Chosen, Daniel and Silver, they're all in the same room. They're at one of them rich parties. So like, you know, it seems like they.
Yeah.
In this scene, it looks like
the Empire Strikes Back. You know.
In this scene, it looks like he's basically telling Amanda, like, babe, I love you, but you're wrong. He has to be stopped, no matter by
this is after Tori would reveal to him, you know, hey,
that's what
not only did he pay the referee off, but he's teaching me this stuff. I'm getting hurt. And
he looks emotional.
All he's gonna have to say is see Tori's knuckles and her hands, and he says, like,
imagine also after this, right? Let's say, for example, Kreese has been visited by Bobby or Johnny or whoever, and Daniel gets information that the last thing Silver said to Kreese was, "Don't worry about Lawrence, I'll take care of him too." Daniel will know Johnny can take care of himself. He'll be worried for Robbie. Like, he'll be worried for the kids, like, because the kids can be manipulated by Silver. All of them.
Yeah.
And look at Daniel in this scene.
He'll be spending a lot of time with Anthony. He'll be like, you're in my eye line all the time.
He looks really emotional here. Like, I think that this is after Tori comes to the LaRusso house and tells us what's happening.
Yeah. It's like he's gonna because then again
God.
it goes back to we also thinking.
Thank fuck
Then
for
we
this.
also
Doctor Strange was a fucking shit show.
Then
But
we
yeah,
also
carry
said that Tori could come over the first time and Daniel doesn't believe her because
Yeah,
she's a
of course,
hothead. But then the second time she comes over, it's like, okay, he's starting to see the damage on her knuckles or whatever. And saying like, oh,
this season's gonna break. Like this season's
Yeah.
gonna break Tori. Like she's gonna lose her mum. That's gonna happen. Physically she's gonna be damaged. It's
basically, shout out to Darius. This is Tori's season where she gets everything she thought that Sam wanted.
Really.
Yeah,
and it means nothing.
and it means nothing.
Yep. I mean, it's that shot in the trailer that I'll jump to quickly that I fucking adore. Where is it? I'll jump back so we can be consistent. But I just want to highlight this shot here. I absolutely love this shot. I really love this.
Oh yeah.
Because the way the sunlight is filling the room with light, it's like she's being pulled to the light. The blonde hair, the bright colors, the little bit of gray, green conflict. I'm sorry, One United Dojo people, it's happening. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
it's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah.
That
We all
looks
said
fine
it.
in this scene. She looks fine in this scene as well. Just throwing that
She
out.
does. Yes.
Yes, we does.
Like this scene right here is her looking at this trophy. Like I want this trophy meant everything to me. I could have done something with this, and to know that it's been bought. Like that scene before Daniel flips out at Miyagi, the little fucker. Not Miyagi, Daniel. When he makes Miyagi cry, arsehole. But when he's like got his arm in like the products and stuff, and he's just sort of reflecting and having a moment to himself. That's what this is.
Yeah.
Now let me go back. But it's just man.
Now this right here. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I think
they're at a rich party, bro.
The villain of Karate
Kid
2 versus the villain of Karate Kid 3. Fuck yeah.
I think that Daniel and Chosen just run into Silver here, and they just start talking shit to each other.
If you're a fan of
I'm the gasoline.
Like, if you're a fan of the original trilogy and you grew up with the original trilogy, like, man, I really wish Chosen would interact with Silver. It's like, you're eating good. This show is treating you. Like, it's great for us. But if you actually grew up with these movies as a kid, from when they were released, imagine telling someone that you'd have Daniel, Chosen, and Silver in the same scene.
And I am a gasoline.
I am the
Chosen
gasoline.
don't give no fucks. He's like, I don't give a fuck how tall you are. I don't give a crap if I don't give a flying toots ass if you got a ponytail.
My only thing that I'm worried about is if Chosen tries to try Silver and it doesn't go correctly. That's my only thing. Yeah.
This is the problem. They've kind of written themselves into a situation where, as much as I love Chosen, he's gonna have to lose.
Yeah. But I that's why I think it's gonna be Kreese that fights Silver.
It's got to be Kreese. You got to bring it. Winter Soldier vibes right there.
Down.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Like you just hear
classic fight.
You see like Silver like beating the crap out of Chosen, and then you just hear Kreese's music. Dun dun. Hey, Twig, put him down. Like,
I'm telling you, Kreese needs help. Like, Kreese across the last few, like since he's been brought back, he hasn't really felt like a threat. Like he's felt like a threat, but not in a fight sense. I think Prison is gonna buff him. Like he's gonna.
I'm telling you, Uncle Iroh off of Avatar, man.
I will say this though, at that event teaser, Martin Cove looked good. Like he looked younger. Like I don't know if it was the camera, the lighting, but he looked
even
good.
in shape. He's training like Uncle Iroh. Shout out to Uncle Iroh. I need that scene, man.
Because I think it's just, if anyone can beat him tactically,
it's Kreese.
It's Kreese.
You don't. It's like you've got like New Blade trying to beat Old Blade. It's like what's the phrase, King?
He keeps on touching me.
He's like you can't beat OG Daddy.
Oh yeah, you can't be OG Marvel Daddy, man. Like that's the Papa Bear right there. That's old man muscle right there. You ain't gonna beat him, dog. It's just not happening.
I am gasoline.
I am the gasoline.
Oh look! Oh, I love it.
Look at Daniel. He's like, yeah, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, he's like that.
Daniel's just like, you know what? I can pull out a few old friends too.
Yeah, he's like one of those like he's like one of them girlfriends that be tell him, babe, like tell him, like
Tell him, babe.
I mean, you
Tell
get
him,
the
babe.
masculine and then the feminine. You know, it's,
Tell him, babe.
and outside all you hear is Cletus, back the truck up and drive over this asshole's car.
That's right. You ain't gonna do nothing to him.
The license plate says Quicksilver. I'm gonna steal it and get some shine down at the pawn shop.
Daniel's like,
you
yeah,
imagine that happens
motherfucker.
outside? This is an intense scene, and all you hear is,
Yeah.
Rosie May, help me get this license plate off.
Yeah, like Daniel's like the like the little brother that be like talking up his big brother. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You know what this is? It's when you're in school and it's like, my brother's 5 years older than you. He can kick your ass. It's like that's what this is.
Yeah.
Look how calm Daniel looks.
That's
He's like, you
we
know
need
what?
that
I've
with
just
Kenny- we
unleashed
need
the
that with
weapons.
Kenny and
Harry.
Sean, please. We
Yeah.
need that with Kenny and
But
Sean.
the thing
Oh
is,
no, Kenny's gonna set up Kyler pretty badly.
I think,
Hey, did you say that you was
if
gonna do
Chosen
this?
is to lose, I don't think he's going to lose by a lot because I think Silver will underestimate Chosen because Chosen's style of Miyagi-Do is it's the equivalent of Miyagi-Do striking first. Like it's striking first before they strike first. Like it's taking them out the equation. So maybe it could end up in a tie, but I don't see him going anywhere though. He'll still be around to the end. You got to keep him around. You got to keep him around, and then bring Julian.
Guess I
Oh yeah.
I just don't understand why she's needed, but no, she's needed. She's needed. Now
She can fight blind, by the way. Ultra instinct. Anyway, get back to the thing.
Why he's wearing a Cinderella shirt? I have no fucking clue. Now
I don't even think he has a clue.
I don't
think
like
this
this.
right here is a lie. I think this is a lie.
Yeah, me too.
I could be wrong, but he's like, how could you mention, like, how could you take me to Mexico and not mention that we were coming to get Miguel? Like, it's that little bit of dialogue that sounds so fast. I'm like, did you chop that? Creators, shout out to you. Did you chop that together just because you knew theories would be made?
Yeah, I don't think that he's mad.
No, he knows.
I think that he's like
to get Miguel.
I think he's like, wait a minute, hold on. Why didn't you tell me he was? Why didn't you tell me he left? Why didn't you tell me that we're coming to get him? He's got so many questions.
Yeah, it's one of those like if this is like a false scene, good on the creators, but like it would still make Johnny look bad if you.
Yeah,
you know
I don't like that. I don't want any more of that. Like it's just like let's make this a conscious choice that both of them go. Like Johnny goes to go and get his other son, and Robbie's like, hey, I need to start making things right. Like I want Robbie to. Like, Robbie made the choice to come home. We've got to follow through with that. Like
you gotta let Robbie make the choice if he wants.
Gotta let Robbie make that choice.
Yeah.
And also,
Look at Billy's face in here, bro.
Like,
It's like
you've got whenever Johnny and Miguel are in the car, Johnny next to Miguel. Whenever you've got Johnny and Robbie in the car, Johnny next to Robbie. Who sits where when they drive back?
Where when they drive back? Yeah.
Now you know what? At first, it will cause tension, but after a while, it's going to be like Sam and Bucky. It's like, can you move your seat up? No. That's what it'll be. But honestly, I have to just oh, that's a beautiful shot. But I have to just say this. What did I say?
Oh, it's happening.
I mean, like even then, like I was saying it for ages. Oh no, they can't. They'll never be friends. They said it in the trailer. We'll never be friends. Like that's the most that's the most
obvious. Like
that's fourth wall breaking. Now this right here, I got a juicy video coming on this one. Who's on the other end of that line?
I think it's somebody. I think it's someone. Either it's Miguel's dad or it's someone that knew who Miguel's dad was. Because here's the thing about people aren't. I've noticed that nobody has said this. You know how in movies and TV shows, when that character wants to find out who his mom or dad was, but they end up meeting someone that knew who their dad or their mother was.
Yeah.
That could honestly happen in this season. That person could honestly not be Miguel's dad. He could be like his uncle.
I was your father's best friend.
Yeah, he could be that, and Carmen could know that person.
Well, they could have some family.
This is going to open the door to Miguel and Carmen having, because since the start of the show, these two have been so close. I think this season there's going to be tension.
Yeah, Carmen is going to probably be in the wrong on this one. Like, yo, Carmen, you should have at least told Miguel who his daddy was.
And Miguel's going to be, I think, even if Carmen did it in the best interest of getting him safe, from Miguel's perspective, like, if it's his father, if it's a friend of his father, they could manipulate Miguel with the vulnerable position he's in to make him believe, hey, your mum ran off. I never got to say goodbye.
This is the only time you could do it.
And because he's seen it from Johnny's perspective already, what that can do, he'll start to agree with his father or them more and say, hey, mum, why did you do this?
Yeah.
And also, this is the only time you can really manipulate Miguel's when he's
the only time. You can only do it.
Other than that, you can't do it. It's impossible.
After this season, you can't do it. The only time is now. If you don't do it now, you can never do it because Miguel's too smart for that. But he's just in a vulnerable position right now where he's vulnerable to this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm raising another question. How come Jacob hasn't bailed out Kenny yet?
Well, Robbie's got he's got a lot of shit to redeem for. Like, you're on the list. You're on the list. I've got a lot of shit to redeem. I've got Miguel. I've got Tori that I need to pay visits to. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Okay, but what if Kenny needs to do the Quicksilver method, and his little knuckles are just broken with that stone? What are you gonna do then? Huh?
And I realized I screwed everything up. Hey, I'm just saying. Hey, you know, it hasn't been said for 2.5 hours. Fuck it, I'll say it for once. Robbie had to get some oatmeal, man. Come on. you know that comment, King, that you said once. You know that comment.
Oh yeah, I mean,
you know that emoji as well.
If you've been on the latest streams in the last couple of things, you know. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. But no, Kenny, I am coming to get you. You're coming home. You and your brother. Because I'm sorry. If we're really setting up Miyagi-Do to take down Cobra Kai in endgame fashion, I want Miyagi-Do to have some bollocks. Like, I want it to have some, grit. Like, we need some more badass kind of guys over there.
Sean would be perfect.
Sean is the perfect. You know, like Chewbacca in Star Wars. Like, he's a lovable guy. But you piss him off, like your arms are coming off. Like, that's what Sean is.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good comparison.
We need him. Miyagi-Do needs him. He's
dude. Just imagine Sean learning Miyagi-Do training, bro. Like him, like watching.
He learned.
You know what? Him and Johnny would actually get on so well.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in prison, so he already knows how it is. Like, he knows how to do chores pretty good. Like,
shout out to the 34 people watching right now. I think this is the most I've had in a live stream in a while. So shout out to you guys. It's great.
This right here, I think this guy is Miguel's dad or someone related to Miguel's dad.
Yeah.
Because he puts his arm.
But I'm just saying, don't be surprised if the creators pull a bait and switch and they say, "Oh, you thought you were getting Miguel's dad? Well, Miguel's dad is dead. This is the guy that just knows him." Don't be surprised if they do that because they know.
Yeah, they're in an MMA octagon setting.
That's good, but I do think it's going to be Miguel's dad, though. I do think.
Yeah. Sometimes the simplest answer is the right one, but
I mean,
I'm just putting it out there.
You know, this next bit here. Oh
no!
Fuck.
Yeah, the deadheads.
They look good. Oh, yes.
They look good together. They look good.
They do, bro.
The only thing that's missing is Mickey. That's the only thing. But we're getting there. And if you look, not just their shirts, their clothes are identical. The shoes, the jeans.
They have the same styles. They wear like Vans and they wear like those flat shoes and shit.
They look good. I'm sorry. I've been waiting for it. Allow me to fanboy. Fuck it. Call me a Robbie fanboy. I don't give a shit. I'm owning it. I have been waiting for this moment since the beginning of the show, and I'm pleased to say,
like Robbie literally dresses just like Johnny. He does.
Man, I know Robbie's the Anakin kind of guy of the show, but why is he always getting the Zuko, Anakin, Harry, Scott? Like, why has he always got the scars? Like,
Yeah,
The
he
Zico
does.
man. Oh yeah, that is funny.
Just keeps
We all
getting
know-
the scars.
We all know why they do it. Come on.
We all know why they do it.
He's the edgy bad boy that every female loves.
And look at
No,
this.
but also,
I mean,
you know what I love, Jacob, is that they're
Hey.
basically, you know how Miguel always is like Johnny, like he's always like Johnny, no, don't do that, like no, stop.
Robbie's gonna
Now
yeah,
Robbie's gonna get that. Robbie's gonna be like, yeah,
let's go, baby.
but let's go, baby. But I think that
And
Robbie,
this is the difference when he's with Miguel. Miguel balances him, and when he's with Robbie, he's like, "Oh, that's why you're my son."
yeah. But I do think that Robbie's gonna be like, no, why are we wearing female body inspector shirts?
Well,
Why?
especially in season 2 when he's like, "Do you have a trapper keeper anymore? Are those still cool?" I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think we're gonna get that with this. When they get those
What was that?
shirts.
The fuck was that? What's that?
What was that, man?
What the hell?
What was that?
What? I don't know. That was Jacob. What the hell are you?
Wait, what? That was me. I've got my hands on the keyboard. I've got one hand on the mouse and one hand on the escape button, so I've got to keep going in and out of stream mode.
It ain't me. It ain't Inko. It ain't King either.
Another oatmeal redemption.
But
Let's
yeah,
go, baby. Yeah, crazy.
let's go, baby.
I'm not defending that one. Yeah, I'm not. Sorry, I'm a fanboy. I'm not that much of a fanboy. No, Robbie, that's no.
Let's go, baby.
Robbie's just. I think it's in this moment. Robbie's like, man, you really suck at plans.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's gonna get the Miguel thing where he's like, no, what? What?
Look at his face. He's just like,
He's like, oh, what?
Oh yeah,
Bro,
it
this
just
face
goes
is
back in
funny.
season 4 where they're trying to recruit the girls and like Miguel's just like looking at Johnny like, no.
Yeah, Robbie's gonna be like that.
he's just like, it's just the face expression. He's like, what? Like, I
No,
can
what if that's how Miguel and Robbie like come together? Like, yeah, Johnny's freaking dumb, isn't he? He's a dumb.
Like I first said, like in season 2 of Doctor Who, there was basically the Doctor travels around with these people that he calls companions. So there was the new one with an old one, and they met for the first time. They were arguing with each other the whole episode until the common theme was taking the piss out of the Doctor. So that could be how these two bond. Is Robbie and Miguel form a bond over like, man, does Johnny do this thing where it's like, yeah, did he do that? Yeah, man, what an
He's
idiot.
an idiot, isn't he? Yeah, he's
And they're
dumb.
both standing there laughing at him. He's like, what the hell's so funny? Why are you laughing at me? What'd I miss? Tell me the joke. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
really gonna happen.
It's just his face expression here. He's just like, really, dude.
He's like, what? Like, you even have a plan? He's like, yeah.
He's got the rock eyebrow raise.
He's like,
I'm gonna talk to them.
wow. I'm like, that's a horrible plan.
And then this bit here with the guy grabbing him right here. I presume he's like the main fighter of this area. And then look at Robbie over here. Like he's just like, ooh. It's like Jesus. That's a weird screen cap. Boot.
Yeah.
Stuck him. Bang. Flashback. Now, it was said before, and it took me ages to find it until I was sent it. But
There we go.
there you go. Eli's in the trailer. No, he's not in the trailer. This doesn't count. It's like 1 second of Sam's little Ray Skywalker, Ray Palpatine vision. Like it's not. Yeah. That's it. And to be fair, I wouldn't like, guys. We're 4 seasons in. Don't worry about why Hawk isn't in the trailer. Come on, he's barely in any of the.
They don't gotta show everybody in the. It's a teaser trailer for God's sake.
Yeah.
But even then, they never show Hawk in any of the trailers anyway. So.
Honestly, I think it's fair to say that Hawk and Dimitri can like take the sidelines for this season and go back to the main people.
Yeah.
I mean, Dimitri maybe, but I mean, I think Hawk will still have a fairly sized role. Like he'll be the defender of the valley while everyone else figures their shit out.
I want to see Hawk's reaction to Miguel leaving. I want to see what he's gonna say.
I think with the battle that him and Robbie had at the end of the All Valley, I think he wouldn't be surprised if Miguel and Robbie bury it. Like, I think that was They put that in early for Hawk to accept it because I think as much as Miguel's always been kind of impartial to it, Hawk's never forgiven Robbie for that.
But we did say that this could be the Rocky 3 season where like
How
and
about this for a moment?
Yeah.
You know, season 3, Miguel's like, what about Rocky 3? What if Robbie brings that up to him and says, what about Rocky 3? They bond over movies.
Yeah. Or take some of the elements of Rocky 3 with Sean and Hawk going at it. You know, Champ versus Clubber Lane. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh no, that needs to happen. Like Sean, like you know how it's gonna play out. Sean and Hawk are gonna have a misunderstanding. Sean's coming home with the good guys. I'm just saying that, by the way. I don't care if it's a thug. We need some bad boys on the good side. I just throwing it out there. I'm sorry. I was happy in season 1 when Robbie joined Miyagi. I was like, you know what? This is sick. We're getting a bad boy in Miyagi. Dude, let's go. But how about it plays out like this? They have a misunderstanding. Hawk's with Moon. And then Sean's just like, hey, come up with me. I'll show you a real man. You know, like when in Rocky 3. And then he's like, you wanna.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna happen. Yeah.
He's gonna like rip off the shirt, like, oh no, he's talking crazy to the champ.
He tried doing it to Robbie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, why'd you shut your mouth? Sorry ass punk. Damn. It's like I want to throw down.
My cry is about self-defense.
Yeah.
Let's see if that works out for you. The only thing is, I will say about that scene, you can clearly see it's not the actor a lot of it, for most of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the guy that plays Sean?
Yeah. Like when they're fighting, you can see the stunt double like really
clearly.
clearly.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Oh, sorry, I ruined the. You know what? I'm sorry. I keep doing that for people. Shout out to Luke if you're watching, because like Fast and Furious to me, like the first one, like that's our kind of bonding movie. So there's moments in that where like the car will go up a hill, but unless you like, if you really focus, you can see it go up a ramp, like to make it go higher. And like, sorry, I keep ruining the immersion for people. Sorry.
You asshole,
like,
Jacob.
Spoiling the magic.
You see Sean like beating the hell out of Robbie. You just see Robbie like
Yeah. But the thing is, a trailer is never an indication as to what the movie or show will have.
Yeah.
It's just meant to get like whet your appetite. That's all it is. It's not meant to do anything more than what it is.
I wouldn't be shocked if that happens in season 5. Where like he's fresh out of juvie, trying to get some. He's trying to get some oatmeal.
He's trying to get some oatmeal from either Yasmin or.
And Alex like, yo, what you doing, bro? And then like, he was like, yo, let's just go, forget him. And then he's like, no, talking to my girl, bro. And they end up fighting and shit.
He's gonna start saying like he's messing with the champ, babe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Hawk. Let's just say I think this might happen that Hawk is gonna be walking around with the trophy all the time. That's what I think.
Maybe.
Like,
I mean, but the thing about like, for how long has he always been going El Serpiente? You know, hyping up the champion. Now he's the champion. You know, he's gonna be riding a high. Like, I don't want him to go season 2 territory. That
yeah.
But
I think a little bit of season 2 Hawk is going to come out just enough to where, like, you know, he does fight Sean. He loses to Sean the first time, but then the second time, I can see him.
Hawk on his day. Like, I love Sean, but Hawk's taking his ass out. Like,
yeah. They'll have that little rematch of like.
You can have a Brooks 2.0. You can have a moment where Hawk like embraces, like he gets the he embraces that old version of himself again. Puts Sean on his ass, and he's about to go Brooks 2.0 on him, and he stops.
Yeah.
Holds back.
Yeah.
And then Sean will be seeing what Kenny's turned into and be like, oh, little bro, shit, look at you.
Yeah.
And then he'll be like, man, what the hell happened to you? But with this, I think this is a moment of, you know, like in Toy Story when Andy's like, I don't want to play with you anymore, and then drops Woody through the cards, and then Woody's having like some weird trance dream or whatever. Yeah. This is like the Ray Palpatine right here. She's like fighting herself like it's an inner battle. I think this will probably be Mary's like best acting, you know, this season. Like I'm talking season 3 level, and I think the way things will play out is this will show her the path she should have taken after season 3.
Yeah, me and Darius were talking on the phone like when you left, and we were saying. we were saying that this was gonna be a scene where where she basically like maybe Hawk is gonna help her out, like, you know, like
I think that this is where like it's she. If you look at the back, like it's the Laker outfits, I think she's thinking back to all the stuff that she made.
Yeah.
Season 1, season 2, and then season 3. But I think it's gonna be like she's thinking back like about Aisha and like how she should have stepped in and stuff. That's what I think it's gonna be. Because
she's like
going
trying to take her sins.
It's reflection.
Yeah, reflection on her sins and what she did or whatever. So,
and I think I think it's like a Ray moment where she's fighting her evil self and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like don't be, but better.
It could be like
how are they taking episode 9's poor concept and making it better? Like Jesus, shit. Like goddamn, fuck. Like,
I'm just gonna say this. Like
Ray Palpatine than Ray Palpatine. Go on, Mary. Go on, Sam.
I do believe that Anthony. I think we might get that Miyagi joke. That Miyagi Sam is gonna protect the Anthony moment, though.
Maybe that's the moment that kickstarts her back into it. Like, I don't want it to be season 3 where she's like, "I'm done with karate." Yeah, like I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be just a case of where she's taking some time to work on herself. And then her Kickstarter is saving Anthony from. Like, I'm sorry, Kenny, you might about to get another boot right there.
Oh yeah, because she's gonna climb that. She's gonna climb that cage, and then she's gonna come out of nowhere like, "Sue."
Oh, I just had a nice little inkling. What if there's a situation where she can put Kyler on his ass as well?
Woo!
You can pay that off.
That's long overdue. No,
that's long overdue.
Before Dimitri beats up Kyler, I need
Sam to pay that off.
Nah,
Jacob, remember what I said the first time I met you?
Well, I mean, we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary, you know. Okay. Oh, love. 1-year anniversary of all of us, right? And one of the first conversations I ever had with you, King, was not only did we discuss Red Hood and Mask of the Phantasm, but you said, you know, man, I want to get your opinion on the cafeteria scene because I think Sam was about to murder that boy. Yeah, she was. It's true. I mean, Miguel stepped in and with the gentleman, and you know,
dude, she wasn't scared of Kyler. You know, she wasn't holding on to her backpack. She's like, "Oh, we gonna do this?
We need revenge in the movie theater." Oh hell no, you ain't getting away with this, Kyler. No, shit. You fighting for this?
I'm not gonna lie. It wouldn't be cringe if she said, "Think I forgot what you did years ago," and then boom,
motherfucker, getting your ass whooped,
mofo,
ass whooped. Struggle Nation. Shout out to Struggle Nation.
Especially that stupid ass haircut that you got now.
that JoJo Star haircut.
Christ almighty. Oh yeah, I watched Gridiron Gang today in the morning, and yeah, Joe's actually in that movie quite a bit. Like he doesn't get much, but you see him in the movie quite a lot in the background.
Fish sticks.
Oh yeah, also beat his ass for that too. You ungrateful little prick. Over here talking about some fish. Eat that sushi, motherfucker. I don't care if you don't like it. Eat it.
We already talked about this, but I fucking love this image. I
mean, we can talk about it a little bit more if you want to.
Oh, I suppose if you guys got anything to add. I just think that, you know, the fact that they've taken a Saturday morning cartoon villain that, you see in those Saturday morning cartoons, this will never be over. Never.
This would never be over.
And they've made her this incredibly well-rounded, and I can say this word because I use it properly, nuanced character.
Yeah.
Actually, everyone just says it because it sounds cool. It's just like, you're not Jacob. Stop it. Except these guys. These guys can say it because, But then again, I can't take ownership. I got it off someone else. So. Yeah. We're fighting. But this is again an example of, and whenever this is brought up, people could say, "Oh, you're reading too much into it. It's a film or a show." Yeah, that hundreds of people work on. The costume department work closely with other departments, i.e., the director or whoever, to visually communicate something. Sometimes, not always. Sometimes, like if we're setting the scene, this is the scene. We're just wearing clothes. But let's say, for instance, we've had a pissed off day. They might want us to wear all black, dim lighting. These things aren't done unconsciously. They're done for a reason. The light is shot. It's like the light is like telling Tori, "Hey, come to no.
I love the fact that like you see
It's
Sam in
there.
the dark. That's usually the light character, and you see
They
Tori.
flip.
That's the dark character. That's in the light. Like they're
Yes.
Sam, her costume department, like they've changed, like her hairstyles changed. Like last season, she wore clothes that, like she was like rebelling and stuff. Like with season 1 and season 3, she wore clothes like the Valley.
She used to wear a lot of pinks, a lot of whites. Yeah.
Like when you look at the trailer, look at what they're wearing. Look at what the characters are wearing. It'll tell you a lot about their arc in the upcoming seasons, especially.
And here
things as well.
And here we go.
I'm not gonna say it.
And remember Hulk, Eli, he changed his attire after he got his mohawk shaved. He was wearing like shorts, just regular like shoes, hoodies. He wasn't the cool Hulk anymore. He wore like
Eli.
He's just Eli.
It's like when he goes to Daniel, and one thing that season 4 should have done more of is like, is it Eli or is it Hawk? I don't care. I'm just here to do what I can to help out the team.
Yeah.
Boom. Man,
yeah.
I don't mean to simp, but Peyton is gorgeous. Damn, she was good in this scene.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that she does give Sam the trophy, like give us that moment, like I'm waiting for that moment. I think that's going to be the most.
You know what I would actually like is if before we get to this bit, do you know what I'd actually like? I would actually like for Sam to actually say no.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And
like,
not like something where like, no, you keep it.
What the fuck? God damn it!
Like, not like that shit. Get that fucking shit out of here. But more of just like an emotional.
I want that to happen too. Like, I want her to say like, no, you keep it. Once we have our rematch, then
we'll just say you keep it. You earn. Like
now,
once they understand each other, kind of thing.
Obviously, this is back in California.
See, I know my song too.
What do you guys think is the reason why they're there and how they got here?
You know what this is? I think this is after they got back from Mexico, and this is Johnny Googling something, right?
A pool party.
How to make my son and my other son become
like each other.
Right?
Get along.
He's like, I goggled it yesterday. Don't you mean Google? And I went under the hash brown, make peace, not war. And this is his approach. Like he's forcing them to work together to try and.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
That's literally what it is. It's just him trying to get them, and then they're like, "We'll never be friends." It's like,
yeah, you will. Yeah,
shout out to Cobra Kai Theory. You see what he saw when he said when he saw it. He's like, "Stop." You're gonna be
see that. I gotta watch that.
He's like, "You're gonna be
friends. You're happy and you're single and you're colored. Give me a high five."
Come on, like it's just how much more obvious can it be? When the characters are saying we're never gonna be friends.
Yeah.
Come on.
See, now I can see Tori and Sam never being friends, but just being on a genuine like "what's up" type of thing. But these two, come on, y'all guys are
I think
they're gonna be friends whether they like it or not. So
yeah,
they're gonna be stepbrothers whether they like it or not. So
I wonder what happens. Like, why is Miguel pushing him? Like, what makes him?
Because again, I mean, it could just be a filming thing, but it does look like Robbie's walking in a different direction and Miguel's stopping him from going somewhere.
I think your theory is right on Miguel's gonna be like, no, I've had enough of this douchebag. He kicked me out. I've tried.
Because again, as much as my reputation as a Robbie fanboy exists, like I'm able to remove that and say, hey, Miguel's been pretty fair to this dude, and now he's just like, man, I'm tired of this fucking shit. I'm sick of this asshole.
He's like, I'm tired of having to keep on apologizing.
I know people are like, oh, I never expected you to say this, Jacob. Yeah, well, it's called fictional characters. But when they're standing at the drive-in in season 4, and he's like, you remember what happened the last time? We thought, right? I'm like, right, Robbie, come on, calm the fuck down, son. That's a bit of a low blow. And then you can see Miguel go like this, like he wants to fuck. And we saw that in the trailer, and we talked about
why does he look so pissed? It's like that's the reason.
Yeah. And it's just like. Robbie
Miguel versus Dark Robbie.
Yeah. And this is the thing, because if Robbie had been in this headspace last season, they could have been friends by now. But because everything played out the way it did, now they've switched. They're still on opposite ends of the fence because Miguel's going to be like, listen, I've tried with you and now you want to be friends? And Robbie's like, I'm trying. It's like, what do you think I was doing for the last 4 seasons? You know, it's like, Robbie.
Yeah, it's like that annoying thing, will they, won't they type of thing. It's like,
it's time to end that shit.
Ooh. What if? I have a theory. What if?
Disclaimer time.
Disclaimer time!
Okay, so what if, you know how Sam got mad? She told Tori to stay away from my family and shit. What if it's a parallel to Miguel? He's like, stay away from my family, like stay away from my mom and Yaya.
And there's going to be tension between him and his mum. Robbie might get along well with them.
Yeah.
And it's the same.
Oh, yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Like, Carmen actually liked Robbie for who he is.
Yeah, it's a parallel to Tori and Amanda.
Yeah. Oh heck no, Mama! He kicked me over the thing. You go forgive
him in this house. No.
And I think the thing is, like with this situation, Robbie will see more of he'll see more of the mother in Carmen than his own mom.
RJ, I just see it right now. Like she sees Robbie like walking to Johnny's house, and she's just waving or whatever. Miguel's not even at the house, and like she offers to cook him some lunch or whatever.
Maybe that's why. Maybe no.
You know what? I love. I'm gonna love when these two team up. But could you just imagine? Miguel's had a really shit couple of episodes. Like he's been pissed off, and then he comes home. And he sees Robbie sitting there eating like dinner with Carmen and Yaya, and he's like, "Man, I've had enough of this fucking shit,
dude." And also, what would be funny is like Robbie's actually fluent in Spanish too, where he can actually talk to Yaya or whatever. Like,
if he starts sweet talking Yaya, and Miguel's like,
you know what? I'm gonna come out and say it. By the end of this show, Miguel and Robbie will be like Dominic Toretto and Brian O'Connor. I'm saying it. I'm saying it right now. They're
going to Vegeta, baby.
Tommy next season, Jason. We're gonna get a scene like in Fast 4 where both of them are like looking across the valley and saying, like, we're gonna scene just like that.
You know, when they're standing up on the hill and then they're
we're gonna scene just like that.
Could you imagine? Could you just imagine? Right, the sons of Johnny Lawrence, right, both driving cars together in a future season or something, side by side.
We get a scene like Johnny and Miguel in season 2 where they with the Cobra Kai car, but with these two. Get in the car.
Yeah.
Miyagi-Do. We need a shrimp scene between these two where they eat shrimp, just like Brian and
But I can't pay for my own shrimp.
Yeah, like we need that with these two right now.
I think you're gonna get a lot of that this season. A lot.
Yeah.
These two are gonna bond. They're gonna become.
That's what's gonna happen. Like, you know what? Robbie's gonna be sneaky fudge. He's gonna be saying like, "Oh, so you're gonna take my daddy, but guess what? I'm gonna take your mama." How's he gonna feel about that? Huh? Yeah.
I mean, look at Miguel with his Kylo Ren hair as well. Look at this.
What is that? Turn it off.
I mean, look at Miguel with his Kylo Ren hair here, and then like you got Robbie with. It's weird. They started the show with short hair and long hair, and now they switched. And then Robbie's just like,
oh yeah, he's telling them like, listen, guys, how about we just end this right now? Like, let's be friends.
Look at his eyes right there. He's like, we'll never be friends. It's like, whoa, Jesus.
Because I think that they're about to fight. Johnny's like, hey, stop it. It's like, stop.
Dude, you're gonna hear the music.
Because I think that with this, I think that they're at the water park. Or what if it's just Johnny? It's Johnny, Robbie, and Miguel. It's just them two. It's just them three.
Just them three. Yes, please.
And then
the packet of crisps.
And then they get into like an argument or something happens. I think Robbie, I think he's gonna say some slick shit. He's gonna
you know what Robbie does.
And then Miguel's gonna be like, "Oh hell no, you should be fine for this." It's like, no, he gonna push on.
It's gonna be a comment that Robbie said before, but this time Miguel's gonna react.
Yeah.
I
think or fucking asshole.
No, it's gonna be where Johnny is gone. He's gonna get food or something. Right? Turn it off. Jesus. Johnny's gonna get food, and them two are gonna talk. Robbie's gonna say something, walk away. Miguel.
Yeah, maybe Robbie says something smart, and then what the?
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, I
There's a
see
ghost-
I
there's
see
a
the
ghost in
reverse
this house,
opposite.
bro.
Is like Carmen is gonna be cool with Robbie, and like Miguel is gonna be semi cool with Johnny, and like Miguel is gonna be like mad that that Carmen's with Robbie right now, which is pretty understandable. I mean, he did try to kill you.
Yeah.
I think Miguel's gonna resent his mom a little bit. Like
I got a video coming on that.
now this motherfucker right here. This dude loves beating up people.
He's
that
it's
Kenny?
a back to,
Is
it's
that
a callback
Kenny?
to-
Hold on, is that Kenny?
That's what I think. Is that Kenny and Kyler that he puts on the floor?
Yo! Oh hell no! He's fighting for this. No.
Man's about to drop your ass.
Yo!
He's teaming up with. He's making him stronger.
Hey, bro,
he's making him
taking-
stronger.
Do you know what? No, you know what he's doing? He's taking Kreese's final 2 soldiers in his dojo and he's making them his personal punching bags.
This is child abuse. This is child abuse. Hell
He's
no.
making him stronger. Okay.
Screw this. Screw this method. What the hell?
So
Kenny, you're gonna get stronger so you can beat Anthony.
that was in the advert, I think. But yes, Silver got a
I
shield.
don't need to get my ass.
You know, like in Tokyo Drift, when Sean's constantly drifting and burning out tires, and Twinkie just says, "Boy needs the shield."
It's crazy that that's all a commercial.
I know. Oh, look, Ray Palpatine right here.
So much better than episode 9.
So much
I was
better
just
than
about to
episode
say.
9.
I was just about to say for all you guys that talking about you want Samantha LaRusso and Cobra Kai. Well, here you go.
Here you
That's
go.
supposed to.
That's
That's
what you're gonna get.
And again, the reason I don't want her joining is you don't want to take away the emotional gravity from when Robbie joins. Like you can't keep doing that. You know, you
Yeah.
got to let the moment stick. You know.
Now I'll say this though, she can go on her own path and not be with any dojo. You could do that.
I think
Yeah.
all 4 of the kids might do that.
Yeah.
I mean, others no, but I think Robbie, Tori, Miguel, and Sam. I think them 4 might form their own thing.
I can see a scene where like Daniel is like knocking on Sam's door or whatever, and she just straight up tells him like, "I'm not doing karate anymore." Like, wait, what? Like, I'm not doing it no more. But
And then Daniel will say, "Hey, we've been down this road before. Have I got to put you on the boat again?"
And I
So-
think this is just a dream sequence. It's just
Yeah.
a dream sequence.
Yeah, Sam has a lot of those.
yeah,
Badass.
This man just loves like
Oh god, did you guys see my live stream of this? Look at Robbie's face in the corner with the mark. Now, shout out to Beth if she watches, but she basically said that the guy with the surfboard hits Robbie and then Johnny just boots the board.
Robbie's getting a lot of saved in this trailer. He's getting saved a lot.
Oh, that's because they're hiding how badass he's really gonna be.
Yeah.
Yo,
bro.
you broke my board, bro. That's not cool, man.
Not cool. Have
I
on.
bought that last winter I did, man. What are you doing? Are you gonna buy me a new board, bro?
You're
Yo,
gonna get a haircut.
totally. Oh shit, man. Man, shut up, or I'm gonna cram it up your ass sideways. Yo, why would you do that, man?
make peace, not war, bro.
Oh, I just had a the guy in season 3 where he's just like, what, letting you lift his leg? What if he reaches out to someone like him on how he can bond Robbie and Miguel? Some guy like this.
Yeah. I hope Pawn Shop guy comes back.
Oh, please. Oh, could you imagine?
Yeah, he's got to come. Wait, I think. Never mind. I can't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
don't-
I think this right here is
Miguel
the
killed
classic.
someone.
I think this is the classic of
Man, look at this.
we're not. I'm not locked in with you guys. You guys locked in with me. Miguel's gonna fuck these dudes up. I think he's gonna mess them up.
Now, let's put this into context. I think this is going to be Miguel's first fight in peak form, right?
Yeah.
Season 2,
Yeah,
and then some peak, and he's about to beat every single one of
hell
these
no.
dudes up.
it's
because
and
the
then
we're at a
somebody's
point in the
gonna
show now
and then somebody's gonna backdoor him.
where like
I think so.
the adult fighters have to still be kept up to this level. Like you have to keep the power levels consistent between the adults and the kids. However, if it's adults that aren't like Kreese or Johnny or Daniel or Chosen, and they're just randoms, you can have Miguel fuck them up because they're getting older. Like they're coming into young adulthood. So
he's gonna mess these dudes up.
I think he beats all of them up, and then somebody's gonna backdoor him and hit him across his head, and he goes and like knocks out. That's how I feel.
yeah, maybe Miguel walks in there like, "You lied to me, Miguel's dead," you know, and then just goes and it's a Harry reference from TASM 2. And then Harry's dead. And then he just beats the shit out of them. Now. But there's blood.
This right here.
But you see, the thing is, there may be blood under Robbie's nose, but my man here, look where Robbie boots him. Right, jumps up, whack, right by the staircase. Now, I was saying this yesterday that I think the fight's going to play out like this. It's going to go up this staircase towards the balcony. And what's not going to happen is we're not going to have Miguel going over again because we want to buff Miguel again, not nerf him anymore. So Miguel's, let's just say, for instance, Miguel's over the railing, and Robbie's like, I had all this hate inside me, but not anymore. Like, we don't need any of that fucking shit anymore. Like, just stop doing that crap. So they fight up the staircase. It's a great shot, epic. We're like, yeah, man, fuck it.
And then we get to save Marcus
in the balcony, and they both make the choice. Stop. Like as much as I want someone to break up the fight, I think it's much more powerful having both of them choose to say no.
So this is sort of like
and then at the end of it, have you seen like that thing in Simpsons when groundskeeper Willie fights that like tiger or something? And like he fights the tiger or fox.
I'm just asking.
Don't say it. No,
don't say it. But with groundskeeper Willie, I don't know if you've ever seen the clip. Like he fights
Carmen.
like a lion or a wolf or something.
Carmen.
And then they're sat outside. Don't say it. And they're sat outside the Springfield Elementary School, and they're drinking beers. He's like, don't worry about it. You got some good hits in there. Like it could be that literally they're just at the end of it, like, man, that was a hell of a punch, dude. Fuck's sake,
dude. I think what happens is.
Man, he kicks Miguel right in the face.
He does. Miguel he's like away from Johnny. He doesn't want anything to do with him. Because I think Robbie moves in. It's obviously Robbie moves back in.
Yeah, so they'll be seeing each other on a regular.
Robbie moves it. Robbie moves back in. Robbie
if Miguel knocks the door, he goes, Sensei, manwiches, and Robbie and Johnny are already eating them.
Yeah. But I actually think that Miguel's going to stay away from Johnny in this season. I think
he's still going to be a bit like,
I think Carmen and Robbie are going to hang out more or whatever because like Miguel's
going to be alone this season, and I don't mean that saying that
hero's journey.
I think it's he's going to want to. He's going to work. He wants to work on himself. But I think what happens here, Carmen's not here. Johnny's not here. It's just Miguel and Robbie.
I want it to be
going
just
down, bro.
I want it to be just them two because these two, they can't keep having people interrupt the fight. They need to be mature enough to make the decision. Hey, we need to stop.
This is the conversation that you're talking about, but they just settle in with karate.
Yeah, they fight it out, and Miguel gets kicked in the face right here, and Robbie got punched.
Booted in the fucking face. But then, mind you, like Miguel probably socked him before this right in the nose.
What's probably gonna happen is as soon as like they're probably go to the final blow, that's when Sam or Tori like come in and just say like, "Yo, what's going? Hey, I need your help." Like, all right.
Could you imagine if like Jacob shows up in the post-credit scene of the season? He's like, "I'm here to talk to you about the Cobra Kai Avengers initiative."
Yeah. Oh Lord!
this fight could rival the Eli and Robbie fight because this looks intense.
Think about, like as I said yesterday, like hey Demi, what's up, brother? I see you, man. Like think about no Miguel and Robbie Martha Cena. Don't do that bollocks. Jesus Christ Almighty.
Yes.
No. But
Johnny, like, we stopped because of Johnny.
Picture season 2. Dark Miguel, but Prime, with season 4, Dark Robbie, but Prime.
That's focus.
That's
That's
focus.
focus.
Both of them. That's even. That's even between both of them. Like that's if we have to remove
The
bias
focus because when Robbie's distracted, like
with
Yeah.
no distractions, and do you know what? I'm sorry, it's Hobbs and Shaw again. Like it's like let me tell you something. Me and you, 1-on-1, no one else around. I will beat your ass like a Cherokee drum. It's like,
And also,
they're gonna end up being in a tie.
They foreshadowed this happening. They said, Robbie said, remember what happened last time we fought? They're gonna fight again this season, baby. Let's go.
oh yeah.
I say it's still in a tie again. There's not gonna be a winner.
No, it's going to end in a tie. And as it should. It's going to end literally in a tie. as it should, Just about this much. It needs to end in a tie just by that much of like it's got to be really close. It's like Peter versus Harry in Spider-Man 3. Well, exactly, that's what I'm saying, man. Robbie's about that life. I told you, one fight in juvie and my man's he's the man. Real world and Miguel's about to get that because like I know. Look, traditional rule fights are good, but real world fights trump anything because anything goes. No rules, no foundations, nothing's off the table. You will predict every move your opponent will make because it's so unpredictable in a street fight. That's why when he's in Mexico, right, and he gets into street fights, and then he has more street fights, these two are going to be on some crud.
Yeah, because like Miguel's going to get that like real world like life-threatening fights in Mexico. Because those dudes are trying to kill him in that fight, I think.
Oh, yeah.
He's on multiple personalities, I believe. Like,
yeah, I think so.
I honestly think it would be so good to have him talking to like his younger actor.
Yeah,
I would really love it. As soon as you guys, we mentioned that yesterday. They was like, you better get on there quick. I was like, check. But ding. About this big.
I said that to Jacob on Friday. I said like, "Yo, Jacob, what if Terry Silver's like talking to himself instead of not talking to anybody else?" Like
play out like a Norman Osborn scene, man. I think it's possible that he could just be talking to himself in this scene. Like it's his inner battle with himself.
What they can do is Jacob is like they have the you have his young self, but you also have his prime self, like in number 3, kind of like a de-aging type of thing. And then
it just all kind of plays out.
Yeah. He's like his prime self is saying like, "Oh no, we gotta destroy Danny Boy. He's the enemy."
It's just the way it can all play out. And Thomas has the acting chops to pull off a scene like this. And especially with everything I've said before, like with I want Daniel to have a scene against Silver that's like Peter and Norman in No Way Home. Like I want it to have that. To set that up, you could have moments where like you have Terry Silver switching back and forth between Terry and then Terry Silver. Terry and then Terry Silver. Like he's struggling. He's struggling to
Terry Silver.
Split personality,
And I also
acting, like Thomas is an accredited actor. He can pull that shit off. Like it's use it.
And I also want to see like something like him flashing back, talking with his dad, saying that you will always be a loser, nothing but a loser, something like that. They're kind of like
Yeah. We could really delve into the flashbacks of it and all and stuff.
Yeah, because he didn't have like a daddy issues too, growing up.
Kind of, yeah. They kind of.
I assumed that they were going to do flashbacks of him this season, without that, but they never did. So I am hoping that they do stuff like that, because it adds so many layers to the character and to the story. And if you look at like the lighting around his cheeks here, with the smoke and just the way the room is lit, especially around the cheeks and the head. It's just
it looks like a dream sequence. Yeah,
it could be a dream sequence.
Cause I don't buy like the kids being in the bathroom with the girl.
Yeah, that's a bit creepy.
I don't even buy Johnny or Daniel being in there because
he's just like Danny Boy. Like
see, it was even weird in in Karate Kid 3, like he's in the bathtub with his assistant and like two teenagers. Yeah, that was a weird movie. I'm just saying.
3 teenagers. Yeah, that was a weird scene. This season, oh my god, I can't forget.
There's so much potential for this season.
Yeah.
I mean, there was for season 4, but I think with what we have, like, and I don't want to overextend it, but I think it's just exciting because it's the season where we stop with the wishy-washy shit and we just, we bring it all together. We're starting to pay off the plot threads, that have been set up since the beginning of this show. Cobra edits, that is a great way to describe it.
Yep. Yeah, that's the best
Look
way.
at that. Red blood. I'm going to stab you. Whoa. Calm down. What are you doing? Don't stab me.
Yeah.
Like it's great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome. Especially the way, this stream is kind of played out with us having like really sour, negative Doctor Strange vibes earlier, and now we were on this fun, it's awesome, It's awesome. I love it. There's just lots to look forward to.
This is where I think that shows and starts to get frustrated. Like, okay, you brought me here.
Yeah, why don't we pull up?
Why don't we pull up on this motherfucker? Screw this shit.
And this time you got, you got me. So let's pull up. Man, but Chosen's going to be fucking hilarious this season. I can already tell.
And I am the gasoline.
I am the gasoline.
I was like, oh snap, okay. I guess my theory of him leaving is kind of wrong. Is basically wrong right now.
He ain't going nowhere. He's like,
he ain't going nowhere. I think he's like, no, I'm setting up shop.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
He's like, I'm staying, mofo. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here, yeah, bitch.
He's like, you little bastard. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. But this is great. I like, AR, what's up, bro? Surprised it's like 3 a.m. for us.
They really up the ante with like the cinematography and the way it looks on the show. It
beats the YouTube one.
Yeah, that's like
it's not really hard to beat, but you get what I'm saying.
Silver calls in Colonel.
I just don't think he's needed at this moment, but you never know.
Honestly, you never know.
Shout out to Evan.
Evan will have a heart attack if he comes on the show.
I think he is needed.
On the point of Julie, like she can fight blind. So I mean,
oh no, I want Julie Pierce on the show. Colonel Dugan, hell nah. Nah. He could. Yeah. He literally was not a threat. Not a threat whatsoever.
Maybe it could be like one of Colonel Dugan's students that's probably related to Terry Silver some type of way or something like that. Or it could be the dude that she beat up or something that was trying to do some bad stuff. Yeah.
That whole crew. They were the equivalent of the Droogs in the Clockwork Orange. Okay, they were just fucked up.
Yeah.
Let's just say like fucked up undertones, of being honest, some of them.
I'm just gonna say this: they were the crew that didn't know what no means. If you catch my drift,
they were the crew that you just avoid in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, it's so. You remember when Johnny told Miguel about the no means no thing? That's basically what it
no means no. It's like, yeah, if you're getting physical, no means no. You're just asking her out.
No means no. Is she hot? Nice.
It's just like nice. There's something about like Cobra Kai fans. I have to say this. Enjoy this ride because I've been feeling very nostalgic about season 1. I really miss season 1 vibe. When it was much simpler. I know that sounds crazy. I don't want to sound ungrateful. Like this is great, but
yeah,
season 1 had such a charm to it that I really do love.
I like season 1.
It was just so simple. It was perfect.
Season 1 is my third favorite season, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it for what it is. Like
I hear how you're saying it. and I don't like it.
Like, whatever.
I
Hawk.
don't like it. Yeah, I'm saying it, and I don't like it.
I woke up and I had some cereal. Well, it'll be breakfast time for me in a couple of hours, so you won't be alone on that, man. You won't be alone on that. But this is a great trailer. I love it. Like, it's not my favorite trailer that they've ever done, but it gets across, you know, what it needs to. They basically arrive and they go, "Hello," and they give you what you need. They literally don't say anything. You know, and another thing they don't do is they don't dilute it down. They don't stretch things out needlessly. You know, they get straight to the point, and they don't. These trailers don't mislead you in that aspect. You know when you click on it, and you're like, fuck. You go in this and you come out with something. You feel like a better
Come out with something.
Welcome.
But you know, and the thing is, there's no disclaimers or anything needed with it because it's so good. The way that this is done, I love this trailer. It's just so simple, get right to the point. It's full of great shots, and even a shot like I fucking skipped past it, moron. Damn it, Jacob. Jacob, you mong. Say, where is it? Ah, shit.
I still think that the season 4 trailer is the best trailer out of all of them, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, I was waiting all day to watch it, and all I heard was Jacob. Ah, there we go. Look at that Cobra Kai logo right there. Look at that. It's like it's lit up.
I mean, you know what makes this even perfect? If we stretch it out a little bit so we can expand.
Yeah. Like if we just take this scene right here and we stretch this.
Yeah.
But then also maybe what could maybe serve even better is you see the color of that snake right there. What if that applied to this whole area? Then you could sort of make it just sort of look just a bit more aesthetically sort of pleasing in that aspect, and then it would stand out. It would really jump off the screen.
I'm talking about popping, man. Like saying like, yo, you would not know what's gonna happen in this dojo right now as we speak.
Yeah. Of course. And then the way that they're doing things here with like they're handing out flyers, like it's like they're handing these flyers out like they're getting people's opinions and they're taking. I mean, Terry Silver's not going to take any feedback from him. He's not.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But they're basically putting these things out there. And they're
false narratives, like false propaganda.
False narrative, you know, and they're like, "Oh, what you say really matters, but it only matters for our money." That's what it, you know. If you know, that's what it matters for right here. But I do love this.
But yeah,
the red and black does look good.
Yeah, I actually do like the new dojos though.
My man Chosen, look at him go. He looks good. I am gasoline. Now I'm gonna go to the Robbie and Miguel bit. Where is it? Just because that's the crux of everything we've been saying for ages. Is these two?
I think it's kind of crazy, but like I don't see these two like actually becoming friends right now. I think I think Tori and Sam actually are gonna bury their beef before these two first.
Well, I think that we kind of like get bearing beef and like I think that
Cobra Kai is the Man City of the show.
well Cobra Kai has fans though, you know. Man City, they don't
burn, but it's true. And then also like even then, you know, one olive branch I'll extend to Man City is they don't mislead people and they don't dilute season tickets. You know,
they did blow a lead, though. I'll say that they did blow a lead.
They did blow a lead. But you know, that's the disclaimer.
They don't stretch out anything. They just go for what they need.
No, they get to what they need. They get to what they need. Fake fans to be bought. You're damn right. And you know what? It's almost like. You know, like the law of attraction, you speak something into existence and it shall appear. You know, it's almost like that's what I feel with this show. Sometimes you speak things into existence and then it appears and you're just like, no, fuck yeah, man.
Like,
whoa.
I don't think that
Oh!
I think Miguel and Robbie are gonna sell their beef. I think the trailer is misleading people to think that they're not gonna sell their beef anytime.
Yeah, because they know people.
I said they're not going to sell it like this season. I think it's going to be like
you
at
got to
the end.
remember that they know these theories exist, i.e., with Ali's the Doctor theory in season 3. There's specifically a blonde Doctor. The camera lingers on it for a minute, and it's not Ali. Like, they do these things because they know these theories go to insane,
to me,
astronomical levels of ridiculousness.
By the end of this season, these two will be on the same page.
Yeah,
Sam
for
and
sure.
Corey, on the other hand, I think they'll come to an understanding, but will they be like Miguel and Robbie?
Buddy.
No.
What I'm trying to say is, like, I think they'll bury their beef first, if that makes sense. Like, you know.
Oh yeah, but I don't think that they'll be.
I don't think that they're gonna bury their stuff yet. Like, I think it's gonna be like at season 6 where they actually come to understand, like, you know, we're the heads of the dojos now. Like, that's what I'm trying to get at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all coming together. Hey, look at this. The 3 original members. That's it. The OG trio. It's very fitting because it started a year ago, almost a year ago now. It's crazy.
It's almost there, man.
And the Chosen. And look at how nuanced we are now. You know, we don't stretch anything out. We don't dilute our opinions. You know, we don't. You know, when it pertains to the comment section, we're very fair. We don't just pick any random comment out and run with stuff. You know, we're very fair. We're very fair. You know, I agree. 21st century, but shout out to the 30 people watching right now. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. Because as of this moment, as of right now, I'm currently I'm 41 subscribers away from 7K.
Woo! Hey,
and
Jacob.
Closer.
Jacob, real quick though, man. Did we start telling them about like the watch parties that's coming up, like for?
Yes, I can give you all a nice juicy refresher. Let me pull up the. And
might as well start getting there.
I don't do no filler, so you know. So we got, you know, we get straight to the point with that. Hey, cameo.
There it is. See, I knew it. Say your line, son. Say your line.
What's up? What's up?
Comes in
Darius, you absolute beautiful specimen. Right now. Right, everyone, welcome the Cinnamamba. Okay, so for those in the chat right now, I'm going to stop sharing that, as beautiful as it is. I've got to return my sexy ass to the screen. All right, sorry, I'll be fair. Our sexy asses, there you go. I'll be fair. Right, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's run down the list. This is the Kings of Pop Culture upcoming streams. So, Sunday, 1st of May, The Departed Watch Party. Okay, not a good start. We're going to retcon that. Because that's not the real cut. It's so big that you could kind of walk across it. If you know, you know. Then Sunday, 8th of May, Doctor Strange 2 discussion. Technically 9th of May for me now. But, you know, we've had that. And we've had Cobra Kai Season 5. I didn't anticipate that. Now, for Sunday, 15th of May, you guys are going to like this one. Let me put it up on my main screen. This is a subscriber decider. So you, that's right, you will get to pick what we are watching. Now, on Sunday the 15th of May, the Marvel movies that you can choose from, and I haven't put the poll up yet, but I will do probably at the end of the stream, you get to choose between OG Blade, OG Fantastic Four, OG Ghost Rider, X2, or Deadpool. Now, the completionist in me doesn't like doing things out of order, but, you know, we're not going to be able to watch every movie of all time. And I want to watch some classics and have some good fun. Now, let's get to the DC one. So, on the 15th of May, that's the Marvel one. On the 22nd of May, that's right, you guys get to decide the DC movie we are watching.
We know
now,
what you're going to pick.
We all know what you're going to pick. We all have a feeling. So you get to choose between Man of Steel. Please pick that. Batman versus Superman. It's probably going to be that. Shazam, Aquaman, or Wonder Woman. So we all know what it's going to end up being. But But also, no trolling when you're voting. You're voting, Jesus. When you're voting, so vote with intent. Be serious about it. And this is my way of giving back to you guys in the comment section, but it's also inspired by these guys who said that, hey, maybe we should do something a bit more for the people who have supported it for this long.
Our anniversary coming up. And we
anniversary, baby. And Sunday, 29th of May, Kings of Pop Culture episode 17 is our return. So we will be returning to the mythology of ourselves again. That's our comeback stream when we're back on episodic structure. Sunday, 5th of June, subscriber Q&A, one at a time. You get 3 questions total. No screen hoarding, no offensive language, nothing that's going to cause any problems. And, don't be a douche and don't be a troll going, oh, I can go in and out of stuff. Oh, this would be funny. Don't do that.
We don't need 800 accounts.
Fuck that shit. And then on Sunday, 12th of June, subscriber decider again. That's right, you get to decide what franchise we are watching. Now, you'll notice with this schedule, I haven't got any dates planned past this because this is very contingent on what franchise you guys decide to do. So, we've got the choices of Pirates of the Caribbean. So, that'll be 1 to 5. Rocky, there's about damn near 7 of those. Indiana Jones.
Creed. I'm about to say that's.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Indiana Jones, there's about 3. I don't really want to watch.
We don't have to watch Crystal Skull. We don't have to watch that one.
King doesn't want to either. He's already gone. Transformers. We'll watch the first 3.
Can we just not watch Last Night, please?
Thank you. I don't want to watch that one. That one's awful.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
No, let's watch the Shia LaBeouf one. That's the completion.
After that, we don't have to watch the Mark Wahlberg.
We watch the OG. We watch the OG. When he's kicking the car in Dark of the Moon, he's like this.
You can watch Bumblebee though. Bumblebee's cool. You can watch that.
Actually, that's a good idea. Kick out Last Night and Age of Extinction. Trilogy, Bumblebee. Boom. So
we all know they're gonna pick the Dark Knight trilogy though.
When I get near it, and the Dark Knight trilogy. When we get nearer the time, I will put these subscriber decider polls up, and you guys, that's right, you in the comment section get to vote. So I just have to let me just put myself full screen for a second because I just want to instill some nuance. Please vote responsibly. Don't say I want you to watch that franchise and that one. You get 1 vote per person. 1 vote per person. No spamming. No spamming at all. Well, yeah, I can get through it.
I'd rather watch that than the Last Night.
I can get through it.
No, isn't Age of Extinction like 3 hours long? I'm not watching it.
It's like 2 hours and 40.
2 hours and 40 minutes. But the thing is, I can watch Age of Extinction Last Night, but I don't know if I want to do a watch party on them. Like, I'm not going to put you guys through that.
That's like a stream type of movie.
Yeah. I mean, Romeo and Juliet laws, Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, so that's the upcoming slate. And yeah, good times await. Now, I know that Departed hasn't been done, but because it's RJ's choice, I'm going to fit it into the schedule. I promise you, sir. Just like I promise to get you out of Cobra Kai. Now, depending whatever franchise you guys choose, then the schedule will go from there. But also, 7K is just around the corner. So also, if you're watching this right now and you aren't subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe. And at 7K, I will do a live Q&A. And like the last one, if it's successful, I'll do more. If there's any tomfoolery and any fuckery, then I'll stop doing them. And the Q&As will be held just by pulling up comments. But I really like the engagement of letting people come in and asking, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But that's the upcoming slate. Jesus. So
I hope it's Man of Steel.
I hope it's Man of Steel.
We all know it's going to be BVS.
We all know it's going to be BVS. I got my DVD in the corner, so we're all good.
If we're watching BVS, we're watching the extended rated R version. I am not watching the PG-13 theatrical version.
We're going to be talking shit about it for 2.5 hours, so I don't care.
Yeah, it's going to be just a case of, we've been just yeah.
Honestly, like with me, I don't think it's that
There's
bad,
33
but like
people watching right now. This is the
I
most
think
we've
it's
had.
that bad. I really do think it's that bad.
I do. I agree. I think
Like,
it's
like
I don't think it's that
guys,
bad.
we have 30 odd people watching right now. This is the most we've had. Like us, like all
Oh,
together.
jeez.
Oh
Like,
snap!
now.
Wait, you
Subscribe.
talking about just a regular Kings About Culture stream or like just in
Yes,
general?
right. Like for me, like sometimes it'll vary, but like in terms of Kings of Pop Culture, I don't think we've ever had this many. Like
Oh, yeah,
not
it's
this
just
much.
like 20 or 18.
20 or 15. We've got 30 odd people. I mean, I say I've been putting in the work. But shout out to you guys in the comment section. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
So I tell you what I'll do right now. I'm gonna put up the first decider right now. Right this moment. And yeah. Okay. So lads, can you do me a favor while I'm writing this up? Can you just entertain them for a few seconds? Just anything.
Sure.
I was gonna ask Darius. We were talking about like Miyagi-Do burning down. So what's your feelings on that, bro? What we talked about on Friday? Yeah.
Like we talked about the other day. God damn it.
Sorry.
Like I think with all the hinting they've been doing about fire this season, even the logo and obviously Terry's lines and everything. I think it would be good for Daniel's arc. He has to let go of trying to be like Miyagi all the time. So forcing him to do that, literally burning it down, I think would be an interesting idea. It'd be pretty heartbreaking to see that happen. But
I wonder how Terry will try to burn it down. Like,
I mean,
you think
it could be one of them things where it happens actually by accident.
yeah, like what if there's like a candle or something and somebody like gets knocked into the candle and it like falls over and
Dude, that'll be sad. Dude, that'll be sad. Oh
Yeah.
my god. I might cry like Miyagi in Karate Kid 3. Jesus.
Oh man, dude. Like in season 2, a moment that I freaking adore is it's like Bonsai Daniel-san, Bonsai, and then he storms to the dojo. Oof. Love that shit.
Because if he sees it burn down, you already know where he's you know where he's heading, man. Like he's
imagine a scene where like Daniel and Sam are like crying, and they're like watching it burn. It's like they're like standing there just crying, watching it burn. Damn.
I'll cry.
Daniel's pulling up after that. Silver's a dead man if he does that.
Yeah.
If I'm lying,
you got Daniel and Chosen pulling up.
Yeah,
dude, you know what's gonna
Johnny
happen?
too,
Like
Daniel's
you're gonna hear that music in the back that makes Daniel mad, and he's like, "Dad, where are you going?" You know where I'm going. Like
Miyagi say Johnny's
while
life
I'm
too.
filling in the movie decider, I'm going to put the years of the movie just so there's no confusion.
Yeah, because there's two of the same. They could be two the title.
Because when I say Fantastic Four, I don't mean that fucking shit show in 2015.
The day we watch Fan 4-6, the day I leave Kings of Pop Culture, I'm not watching that shit.
It's the same thing. I don't give up my ring, bro. Like,
yeah, there'll just be like a resignation letter left on my desk of like, well, I mean, yeah, damn. Oh, dude. Like that shot in Halloween Kills when Michael walks out the house and it's on fire like that. Damn.
And it's like, but then you can see Terry like actually start crying too because he like messed up. He actually has that emotional side. Like, oh snap!
I don't know. Even Kreese would be like, damn.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with
Kreese
you?
is definitely like. They kept Kreese out with that teaser for a reason.
Kreese is in the shadows, like I said. Like Kreese is gonna be like quiet.
Fire for a good couple of seasons.
I think we're only gonna see him like 3 times in season 5. Like, we'll see him at the beginning.
Yeah, he's gonna be in it as much as Robbie was in the 3rd season.
Martin Cove said that his character arc this season is emotional.
See, I type in Fantastic Four release date and it gives me Fan 4 stick. Fuck off.
Didn't Jacob say Kreese had the best? Jacob Bertrand said he had the best story arc. Kreese.
I think that's what he said.
And Kreese is about to get a prison fight. He's about to get an emotional
Uncle
story.
Iroh, man. Uncle Iroh. I'm telling you.
Man, I don't really want to put the release date in, but I have to specify just in case. Like someone will say, "Hey, it's Fan 4 stick." No,
we're watching the first Fantastic Four, right? Not Fart Cloud Galactus. The first one, right?
I mean, I can watch that movie aside from
That movie's not horrible. It's just I don't like.
but
Fan
we're not
Yeah.
watching Fan Four Stick.
I can get through it.
Never ever watching that fucking shit.
Fan Force, on the other hand,
Hell no. Fan 4 shit? Hell no. No.
Dr. Doom like a leaky trash bag. Bro.
Oh god, and Michael B. Jordan's delivery of "Flame On." I'm like, oh god.
How do you waste Michael B. Jordan? It's Michael B. Jordan. That's a good cast. How did they waste it? I don't understand.
Cocaine is one hell of a drug, as they say.
Right.
The director.
Pub Decider. Marvel movie.
I mean, I'll probably do the same thing if they made me make a movie with a script like that. Like Jesus.
But you got is why is it Marvel can never get it right with their actors the first time?
Yeah, they always screw it up the first time.
All I just gotta say is if they can't get Fantastic Four correctly done in the MCU, then
It's cursed. Stop
it's
trying.
Please vote
responsibly. We'll gladly read the comics, okay? Just let it go.
No, Fan Forstick was so bad that they stopped appearing in the comics for a while. That's how bad that movie was.
Yeah, that's true.
They basically did with Batman, with Batman and Robin, where like Batman and Robin was so bad, Batman didn't even get a movie for the next 5-6 years.
Oh, speaking of, who do you guys want to direct Fantastic Four? I want Brad Bird, Incredibles.
Brad Bird or
I think that would be fitting.
Brad.
How about Brett Ratner?
Ooh, Russia.
Last Stand, remember?
Oh God, that's it.
No, we're good. We're good.
No.
It's just like, no, we're good. I got you there. Had you in the first half?
How about Justin Lin? I'm just playing. No, we don't need that.
Oh, that's not a bad shout. I like Justin Lin. He's good.
I like Justin Lin.
He does well with what they give him on Fast and Furious. I'll say.
I mean, he's not like he's given Oscar-winning material.
No,
Fast and Furious. So,
but his directing style is good.
I would like. I know he's like thrown in a lot. I want him for Spider-Man, but Edgar Wright would be a great choice.
we just need him in the MCU. It doesn't matter what
in the
form.
MCU, bro. Him. I know people don't like him that much because of the anime movies, but Peyton Reed, he had like a great script for Fantastic.
Peyton Reed's a good director, man.
He is, but I'm just saying like people don't like the Ant-Man movies. Like,
People sleep on Ant-Man, bro. Ant-Man 3 is gonna be fucking great.
I like Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man 3 is gonna be good.
They're a palate cleanser. They're not supposed to be like these big.
Oh, you know what I would pick? Bryce Dallas Howard.
Oh yes,
Why not? Give her a shot.
he can direct.
Hot pick.
Her episodes of The Mandalorian are pretty good.
She made the best episodes of the show.
I think she deserves to be picked. She deserves it. Give it to her.
She comes from a great lineage too. Her pops, obviously.
Yeah, like give it to her. And she's fine.
All right. It's ready.
She can star in the movie too. That's fine.
It's ready. Oh, it's ready.
Oh, it's live.
The poll is live. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for buying time there for me. This is the poll. Sunday, the 15th of May. Marvel movie sub-decider. You get to pick. So you get to decide between Blade 1998, Fantastic Four 2005, Ghost Rider 2007, X2 2003, or Deadpool 2016. So please vote responsibly and get to pick it.
If Ghost Rider wins, do we have to watch Ghost Rider
3000, Chosen Familia. Also, by the way,
Ghost Rider 2,
Kings,
please.
You can vote too.
Okay. Cool. I mean,
we can all vote. I tell you what should Jacob vote? I see. This is hard for me because I kind of want to watch them all. Completionist.
Yeah.
You know what? I think the Deadpool one would be hilarious to watch, man.
That'd be funny.
I actually like Deadpool.
I think people are gonna pick Deadpool.
Oh wait, I can't. Oh wait, I can't vote.
You made the poll. You can't vote.
I can't vote. This is.
I mean, what if we just give out our vote already like on live? You got us on 4K, so
yeah.
All right, you got some 4K. I'm voting Deadpool.
I got Deadpool.
Deadpool's about to win in the sweep, so
yeah, I can't vote. So
no, I think he was saying like you could say it on stream. Got you in 4K, basically.
Oh, No.
I probably vote. I'll probably vote
for me,
Deadpool
I
too.
can't vote.
I wouldn't mind watching X2 though.
Yeah, I like X2 and I like Blade. Those are my 3 movies.
Hey,
I don't hate any
yo,
movie. I don't hate
look at
any
the
movie.
landslide already.
Ooh, Ghost Rider's getting
Oh
votes.
wow, Ghost Rider and Deadpool.
If we watch Ghost Rider, I'm cool with that. As long as you have to watch.
we
Ghost
don't
Rider,
watch the second one. Yeah.
I'm not watching that shit.
You have to cast your vote by Sunday, 15th of May. On the day, we will be going by whatever has the most votes.
I'm not watching Ghost Rider 2. Bro.
On the day, if it literally, what's that, Darius?
I'm not. We can watch Ghost Rider, just not the second one.
Oh no, the first one I like. You know,
Yeah,
the
I'm
second one,
surprised.
get that shit
Like
show
that.
in the bin.
Second one's awful. What the hell was those camera
Do
shots?
you want me to show you how the second one's
Jesus
filmed?
Christ.
Bro, dude, they showing no love to X2. I'm
That's what it
surprised.
Somebody's
I
phone.
really want to watch
X2
it. But I can't vote. So
But
Yo,
let's do, we
I
already
can't
threw
watch
out these sorts. You know what? I'm
I
about to
can't
go
watch
vote.
X2. I mean, not X2. I can't watch Ghost Rider 2.
Nah.
no,
I shall.
Damn. A Deadpool it is.
Man, no love
Yeah,
for Fantastic
Deadpool.
Four.
What about X2, people? You guys don't remember Pyro or Wolverine? What the hell's wrong with you people?
That's actually kind of fun.
There's still new
No,
people.
Enjoy this, because at least this is 5 good movies that we get to choose from. Like when it gets to DC, you know what one's going to be.
BVS is gonna be hilarious. You know what? I'm cool watching BVS. I'm just gonna be talking shit about it the whole time. I'll watch
Yeah.
BVS.
Jacob,
Oh,
you should
oh,
just
that's fine.
put the Batman in there. Would have won by a landslide, okay?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
It's not fun that way.
What comment? Oh, Lisa commented
For
that.
me,
Cool. I mean, at least you didn't put Justice League in there.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
oh god.
No, we will not be suffering like that.
Well, get to voting, ladies.
I really don't
and
want to watch
gentlemen.
BVS though.
I'll do it.
You
It'll
know
be
what?
funny.
A part of me actually wants to watch it just because I want to.
I
hear
don't
you
think
guys.
it's that bad, in my opinion.
I
Just
just every
every
time
time I
Batman,
actually
every
read
time
it,
Batman kills
I'm gonna agree
somebody,
with King.
you already
I
know
actually
about that.
don't
Every
think
time
it's that
Batman
bad.
kills somebody, that's another one.
I don't think it's that bad. It's just like because
It's not
after I
bad.
found out that Zack Snyder didn't even know about how to do Superman and Batman, I kind of actually forgive him for what it
It's
was.
not
Why the hell do you direct the movie then?
That's my thoughts exactly.
Anybody? No, if you don't know how to do it,
And
fuck him and fuck Han. Now I'm playing. I love King Shark.
Oh boy, hey,
That's how I feel watching BVS.
you better chill out.
Nah, King Shark, I love you, but shut the fuck up right now, okay? No.
You know what? Okay, how about we? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Darius. I'm so sorry. How about we put that in there as well?
He left.
I'm so sorry, man. I was scrolling through the things. I was like, ouch. Oh, I should have put Thor Ragnarok in there.
Not too late.
Put it in there.
No, because I said no MCU movies. So what MCU movie decider? And all the options are Thor Ragnarok, Thor the Dark World,
Oh,
Thor.
God.
Iron Man 3,
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel,
Oh,
Oh,
God.
and Doctor Strange 2.
Oh, he's trying to make us all suffer.
He's trying to make us die.
No, throw Howard the Duck in there.
What the hell, man?
So does anyone watch? Did I forget to mention this one last thing, by the way? Whatever movie wins the poll, we've got to complete it. You know that, right?
Wait, what?
You didn't know that.
You didn't say that shit. Why did you say that?
Oh, he did a politician move.
Wait, what?
No.
He did a politician
Hey,
move.
hey, King sounds like a proud uncle. He's like, oh, he did a politician.
Hold
Wait,
on.
what did you say? What did you say? What did you say?
If
So
they
so
pick BVS,
we're not watching these movies standalone. We got to finish the set.
You have to watch Birds of Prey? Are you fucking kidding me?
No. So if Blade gets picked, we've got to watch 1, 2, and 3. If
Oh,
Fantastic
not
Four
3.
gets
Hell
picked,
no.
No,
if Fantastic
no.
Four gets picked, we've got to watch 1 and 2. Far Cloud Galactus. If Ghost Rider gets picked, we've got to watch.
What about
Spirit
BVS?
Avengers.
No, we fucking don't.
If
No, we
X2
don't.
gets picked,
No, we
we've got
don't.
to watch X-Men movies. If Deadpool gets picked, we've got to watch Deadpool 2.
That's not
So
okay.
that's fine. But if BVS gets picked, we gotta watch the Snyder Cut.
We're gonna watch the Justice League.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Before
What he
you watch the
said.
Snyder
What he
Cut,
said.
you have to watch the original intention.
No, we
No,
don't. The Snyder Cut is the original intention, motherfucker.
This is a politician move,
Wait,
right
King.
here.
So you rather watch it just as Josh does?
I would
Hey,
rather.
hang on, I'm talking. I'm altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any
No,
further.
I'm talking about. I'm not watching Ghost Rider 2.
Yeah,
I'm not watching that shit.
I'm talking. Screw you and your
I'm not watching that.
dictatorship, Okay, we're not doing this.
You're
I
not
have
doing it.
self-respect. Okay, I'm not
No.
watching Ghost Rider 2.
No, screw the dictatorship, Jacob. Screw this. Okay,
This
no.
isn't a democracy.
I do not want to watch. It ain't a dictatorship anymore.
I'm not watching.
Fuck that
I'm
shit.
not watching
You know what?
Justice League.
I'm changing my vote.
I'm changing my
What am I voting for now?
By the way, I was joking. By the way,
I don't want to watch any of these trilogies. All these trilogies suck. I don't want to watch any of these.
I was joking. By the way, we're only watching them standalone.
You better be joking.
Thank God. Oh God.
Like, cause think about it. Like,
We already voted for
hang on,
Deadpool.
Let me finish. So, like, if we're watching them with sequels, like, just look at this. So, 15th of May is the Marvel movie decider, right? But on the 22nd or whatever, then
Ghost
we're on
Rider's
DC.
winning? What the hell?
No, like on the 22nd of May, we're on.
Dude,
we're
we
on
haven't
the,
even put in our
These
votes.
fuckers are
who
changing-
are you boys
fuckers are
voting for?
changing their minds. They're changing their votes.
Hang on, let me finish my initial point in a second. Right, we've got the 22nd of May is the DC movie decider. How would we watch the second Ghost Rider if the following week we're on DC?
True.
Hold on, these fuckers are changing the vote.
We're only watching them standalone. Gee,
not
who's
see
voting
this?
Ghost Rider?
They're changing the vote. It was 43% Deadpool. Now they're changing it.
Hey, motherfucker, guys, come on, Deadpool, man.
Don't be an ass, okay? Don't be an ass.
They really want us to watch Ghost Rider. They really want us to watch Ghost Rider 2.
No.
bro.
Deadpool was. It was.
I mean,
43%.
I only want to. I wouldn't mind watching the first one on this list. That's why it's got the year. Like, I'm not watching that second one.
I'm trying to.
Put it this way. I watched every Marvel movie in existence. For the first time, about 2 months ago, I watched the second Ghost Rider.
You watched that 2 months ago?
Yep, never
you
got around
drunk?
to seeing
Were
it.
you drunk by any chance? 'Cause I don't see how you
No, I was in mild depression. I was considering all my life choices up to that moment.
What is the
That's
plot
great.
of that movie? I don't even remember.
I don't fucking know.
the camera working ass.
Again, the camera moves.
So bad.
Bro, the CGI. The CGI.
So awful.
And Ghost Rider just looks mundane and fucking awful. I am the Senate.
They had like a cold.
And
Had a cold.
hey, we got Mace Windu. Say it. Not yet.
What?
Like if I'm the Senate, you know, so I go, I am the Senate.
Not yet.
It's treason. Then backpack, lightsaber. There you go. I got the backpack, RJ.
Oh god.
Fucking cringe scene.
I'm coming for you.
Anyway, that will bring us to the end of this. But yes, please vote responsibly. Don't just vote for 25 people have voted already. Holy shit. So Blade is currently sat at 8%. Fantastic Four is at 8%. Ghost Rider is 48% somehow. X2 is at 4%, and Deadpool's at 32%.
What's wrong with y'all? Don't like X2? Damn.
That's what I said.
X2 is like one of the best movies.
Now,
Pyro.
please remember that
Wolverine.
this vote will be set in stone on the day. So if you haven't voted by the day, whatever movie has the most votes on that day will be
You always
watched.
change your mind.
Don't be changing your mind. If it's if we get to the day and we're going with X2, for instance, I don't think it's going to because of the landslide. But let's say, for instance, then we're going with X2. You know, we will not be changing on the day, and then the following week will be the DC one.
These motherfuckers just don't like Pyro. Disrespectful. Sorry.
They probably didn't grow up with him.
Yeah, they probably go out with the Days of Future Past.
Hey, do you know this is fucking everyone that's been watching this entire time? They're all bloody. Holy shit! Like the amount of like 30 odd people that have been sat in here and just sort of watched us all like ranting and whatnot, and are now voting. It's crazy. I love this. I like this more interaction. It's awesome. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been 3 hours and 43 minutes of greatness. Now I could be OCD and say, hey, let's go to 4 hours, but I'm getting a bit tired. So we've discussed Doctor Strange 2. We've discussed Cobra Kai, and we had cameo from our man here. And unlike certain movies, we give our cameos respect because this dude right here, fucking man. The absolute man. And we had Yinky Pinky earlier on. So, right. So let's go down the list. GOAT.
Oh, wait. You want me to say something?
Yeah, anything. This is your time.
Sam is the GOAT.
Right, okay, that's it. All right, yeah, no more. You're done. All right, okay, I'm going back.
Oh, it's done. That was it. Same as the GOAT. Go out. Bitch. Coming for you.
Hey, language. Mofo.
You know what? We're doing this.
Are you putting that?
Yeah, we're doing this.
Motherfucker. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what, RJ? Fuck you. I can do that too.
Double strapping, huh? I'm double strapping.
Oh, you're double strapping, yeah? All right. Okay.
Stay strapped in the streets, right? Stay strapped.
Hey, do you know what? Are you doing this as well? Yeah.
No.
Because you're not a nerd.
Asshole. Yeah. That's it. If you have it over like one arm, it makes it cooler. Apparently, I just think it's cringe.
Yeah. 21 jump scene. Double strap is better. Everybody's two strapping.
Yeah. Stay strapped, bro.
Stay strapped.
Stay strapped. So we have RJ the GOAT,
aka Kenneth.
Oh, next to you. And then we have Darius the Cinema.
And I am gasoline, motherfucker.
And we have King.
I am Cobra Kai.
What's with that? What is that?
It's so funny.
What is that?
Shout out to my man Israel Adesanya.
What the hell, man?
What is that?
What? This is not the way.
This is the way. This is the way. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into what's been a great 3 hours and 45 minutes. This is a good place to end it. I've been the chosen one. RJ's been the GOAT. We have King Kreese Cinema, and shout out to Yinko. Everyone in the chat, you guys take care. Make sure you get to voting, and if it's your first time here, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Close to 7K. Oops.
We're back to this again.
Lead us back up the truck.
I gotta deal with this every Sunday, every time.
Every Sunday, Cletus has got to get in there and suck.
Shout out White Snake.
And